Mm. There you go. What up? What up? So this is gonna be the same thing I did yesterday. So this is gonna be the same thing I did yesterday. If anybody was in here last night, I'm gonna show y'all how to get free from this double talk, binding bondage bull crap that they got us in. I'm about to show y'all how the Bible's written. So that was just thinking, yeah, I'm a little late, but yeah, man, it's I'm here. I'm doing a fresh page too, because like I explained this yesterday, I cracked the code about that number of the beast, number of the best. I'm about to get my books out. And break it down, man. Where's that other book? Here we go. All right. So I'm gonna wait a couple minutes because I told somebody I was gonna answer their questions, but I'm getting my books out and getting ready. All right. Because, like I said, once I figured this out, it's crazy. This is how, because they're trying to bind us to the sun, to their God, man. They're trying to flip guys, man.
What's up, man?
See, they got us worshiping. They got us worshiping the solar demon deity. Meanwhile, they in the eyes, they teaching us pray to they God. They ball worship, they ball hadad. You know what I'm saying? They got us
They
worshiping
did.
Sabaoth. They got us worshiping Sabaoth. And they worshiping the great mother, flipping it on us. Took our language, gave us this language, got everything going backwards. They going one way, we going the other way. Where's my page 320?
Yeah. Like all these things we study, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can't really add or subtract to who we are as far as the witness.
Yes, that's why we down here now to clean
You
this,
know.
clean up the memory, clean up the events, and show the truth. Because like I said, to who he said, and beyond death and beyond time, I shall return. I want to count. That means the consciousness is going to come back from beyond death and beyond time to recall what has been going on since the consciousness left. And he said, "Beware, O men of Kim. If you betray my teachers to the men of the north or the south, my curse is gonna fall upon you. I'm gonna return to the rock cave from which you came." That's why they got everybody in here. Nah, don't you can't tell us nothing. You have the consciousness with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn. So like it's always just like a learning experience almost.
Uh, kind of, but um, it's all
But you
about
like yeah.
it. Kind of, but like the way they did it was so messed up because they're using a lot of alchemy. They're using, I'm gonna say chemistry. They're using chemistry, and they're using mind manipulation magic. You know what I'm saying? Language, talking in
Isn't our phones chemistry? Like aren't we use didn't we use chemistry to make these phones and everything?
yeah, chemistry, alchemy, light, sound, chemical.
So like well, this is an alchemy stone basically. This phone is like an alchemy stone.
Uh, it's
Not
a
like a stone, but just in form.
yeah, it's a magic device. It's a device that's used to, like, when you eat food and you got like yellow dye, red dye, whatever. You look into this phone, it illuminates that dye, right? And so
Yeah.
your consciousness is not giving off the pure wavelength of light that it's not displaying it the pure wavelength of light that you actually have. It's distorting it, making it lower. That's why you got a lot of red dye, 40. yellow dye 5. All of these low vibrational colors mixed in with the hot colors look like you're not quite, you know what I'm saying? It's not quite pure light.
Kind of waters it down or something.
Yeah, it distorts the colors, so it's not pure wavelength color. So it's like mixture of colors. So it look like you got two different emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's just not.
So is that intentional and they put that shit in our food?
Yeah, yeah, it's intentional, and it's intentional because of they don't want us to become enlightened. Because what they're doing is instead of everybody doing the work, what they decided to do was get everybody else to do the work, and they just ride it up. You know what I'm saying? Ride it up, keep it down,
Yeah.
to control.
Is that why we don't wear? Is that why everyone is wearing shoes and most people haven't touched grass in fucking 20? There's probably some people who haven't touched grass in like 20 years.
Yep.
Because they leave their apartment, they go to work. They go to work, they go to their apartment, or wherever they live, and they never touch grass. They're wearing shoes and socks to keep you from being grounded.
Yep. Inflation, everything.
Damn. I've been thinking this lately, dude.
Yeah.
Right now is eternity.
Yeah.
Like it's just eternity, as there is no concept of tomorrow or 5 minutes from now. Right now is eternity.
Yeah. Nothing exists but now. But the possibilities are infinite right now.
Yeah.
And you could be Superman right now. You could be levitating right now. Just training your mind to do that can make that happen. But what they're doing, they get the kids young, they indoctrinate the kids, they get them to one form of thinking, and take away from everything else that gives them power to do that.
So everything around us is almost basically trying to calcify that ability inside of us.
Yeah. Yeah. To make us weaker than
Our food, our clothes, and our entertainment, all the info we get fed on TikTok and TV, radio, it's all designed for us to. It's all designed as a trick to kind of
to get away from
keep us locked.
Yeah, keep you locked in. It's to keep you in a rebirth cycle. It's to keep you in the path of Sabaoth. It's to keep you over here. You know what I'm saying? You go up here, you go through the dirt, you go to judgment and all that other stuff, and come up here, and then God's like, "Be gone! I never knew you." Then you shoot right back down here to Sabaoth.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. But I mean, what does it mean, the workers of iniquity? What does it mean when they say you workers of iniquity?
Oh, it just means that you're unequal, you're unbalanced. You don't have the balance like they do. You don't have the knowledge like they do. You don't have the wisdom like they do because they know what's going on and they keep it from us because they know that as long as they keep you from the knowledge, you're going to keep on recycling back here. And they're going to keep on controlling you and keep slowly turning it on you. And eventually
I thought that meant like sin, or I thought that meant like,
This means unequal. It's like calling us swine, unclean, Gentile, all of that.
Oh, damn. And that's kind of like how we say that we're sinners.
Yeah.
If you look at yourself as a sinner, you're unbalanced because you're not a sinner. You're basically a perfect spirit having a human experience.
Yes. Yeah. And you're evolving through wisdom, slowly evolving your consciousness and expansion of thought so you can come into enlightenment. But if they just constantly distract you, that's Jupiter, distraction, bewitchment, then you won't ever understand the true light. You know what I'm saying? This also deals with religion, faith, and law. So here's the church right here. So the church is bewitching you. They imitate all the baptizing by water and all of this other stuff. They use all these mechanisms.
All these practices are almost like designed to keep you from the truth.
Yeah, they've taken the occult teachings, the mystic teachings, the hermetic teachings, the all of that, and they're flipping it and using it on you.
Yeah, because they know mind's powerful. So they know that if they push a narrative on you and you believe it, they have successfully done their trick.
Yes, and all they
have if you're looking at life through a paradigm as I'm a sinner and I need to be saved, that's a paradigm.
Understanding. That's what sin means. You fell short of understanding.
You missed the mark.
Yeah, you missed the mark. That's it. That's the sense.
Damn.
And then you get corrected through action, or you get corrected right here and right here. And so all they got you thinking that you're going to hell, and all of a sudden you're already in hell. You're in the underworld,
Yeah.
another world. And that's what I
Because
like.
this is eternity. So you can either, we always like to think of heaven and hell as places that exist in eternity after we pass away, when really eternity isn't when we pass away, it's right now in this moment. And you can currently toss yourself in heaven or hell by the way you look at the world.
Yeah, because
Damn.
this is actually the land of the dead, and you're actually dead in hell right now. Hell is temporary, but in
Oh,
heaven,
hell would be in a vessel that's decaying
yeah,
and rotting. Like everything around me is rotting.
yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
But it's a
exactly.
beautiful rot, though. I don't look at it like a negative, dude. I like life, even though it's can be full of some bullshit sometimes. I like it.
Yeah, no,
I
I like.
like my favorite movies and music, and I like playing Call of Duty. You know, I like playing with my kids. You know, showing them Punch Out and stuff. Like that's cool. It's a cool decay.
Yeah, yeah. It's meant to evolve the soul and temper the soul and evolve your consciousness and interact with, and interact. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah. There's
and
only a way we. This is how God can play and have like communion with Him. Not communion, but where they could be two of them. Like I was thinking, if you're on an island by yourself, dude,
Mhm.
there would be no sin. There would be no version of sin. There'd be no potential for wrongdoing because it's just you.
Yeah.
But the minute you make it dual and you throw two of you in the mix, then that becomes there's an offense there. There's a possibility that you can harm one another.
No, it's just a reaction, an interaction. You know what I'm saying? So, and down here, what's going on is God is pretty much like adding shine to us to illuminate our soul. You know what I'm saying? And to interact and make sure, like, because what happened was down here, Sabaoth, well, you know, Lucifer, like how they make him like, oh, such a bad guy. Lucifer just means light bearer. So Sabaoth is actually the blind god because pride is before the fall, and pride and jealousy and all this other stuff. That's the stuff that is getting worked out of us so we can evolve into a higher state of being, a higher form of consciousness and energy, and being able to do stuff. You see what I'm saying? And um, so that's what it means by being blinded by your own light. You're people that are full of themselves, look down upon other people, can't see past. They don't see what they're doing wrong. They can't see past their own light. They're blinded by their own light. You see what I'm saying? Getting caught up in their own fame and fortune, and they don't see the bigger picture. They don't see anything else but that. That's the blind God. You know, it shows a form of selfishness and um, uh, lack of empathy. You see what I'm saying? And so we come down here to get a better understanding of how everything works and be conscious of our thoughts, feelings, and actions towards other people, and how our thoughts, feelings, and actions affect everything, and how everything perpetuates in perpetuity forever. Have you read Young's Red Book? Yeah. I got Young's Red Book on my phone, or audio book on Audible, and then plus, I listened to it um, a couple of times already. Yeah. What up, Sagittarius Pepper, baby?
I'll be right back, dude. Give me a minute. I gotta
All right,
do some stuff real quick.
mm-hmm. So, so I'm gonna show you guys right here, right? Now, this is a Hay, this is a Dalit. It's Hades, Saturn, Hades, Lord of the Underworld, Hades, right? There's the moon, same thing, Hades. All right. Where is Mercury at? No, it's 8-4. So there's your moon matter matrix, Hades, moon matter matrix. Oh, we're in the matrix and da da da. That's you're in the underworld. You're in the Maatrix. Hades, Had is actually Hades, Hay and Dalit, Hadi, Hades, Hadad. All right, Hadad. It means echo. All right, it's just an echo. All right, so now we understand that. You know what I'm saying? AB, Ab, that's alphabet, Aleph Bet, spirit and house of spirit system, right? So now we're going to get to this right here. All right. The spirit of the sun versus the intelligence of the sun, right? It says, let he with understanding calculate the number of the beast, being 666, right? So you see this 666, right? But each one of these letters in Hebrew has a particular number. So you see 4 letters. They should told you 4 different numbers in the Bible, but they only gave you 3 numbers. But they said this adds up to 666. You know why? Because I'm going to show it to you. All right. You got 400, the Tau. You got 200, Resh. You got 60, Samek. And then you got 6, Va. Samek, that's 60. You got Va, that's 6. You got Resh, 200. And then you got Tau, 400. That's 666. See? So now it goes Tau, goes Resh, goes Vav, and then it goes Samek. So 60. This is 6. This is 200. This is 400. This is a Samek. This is a Va. This is a Resh. This is a Tau. All right? So you say, it's like pronouncing a syllable from each one. Sa-va-reth. Savareth. Savarat. What does that sound like? Savarat. They said Soreth. But Savarat is Sephiroth. It's referring to the tree. Sava or Saba, Sabareth, Sepharith, Sepharith, Sephiroth. You see? See how you see that? Savareth, Savarith, Sephiroth. That's what it's saying. All right? And that's it. Look, because look, the B and the V is interchangeable. So the Vav has a V in it, so you can say a B. Sa, Ba. That's a Resh. Wait, Resh is 200. Yeah, Sabarath, Sephiroth. All right? It's the Sephiroth tree. Yeah, Sephiroth. Yep, exactly. Sagittarius, baby. Yep. It's the Sephiroth. Referring to the tree of life. Right? We're down here to understand the tree of life and understand how to get out of it. Right? So now we understand they said it was 660 and 6, right? Now, 600 is Mem, and you write it backwards. So when you write it, it's going to be backwards. So I'll show you. So this is going to be Mem. So you got the Va. Dude, that's a bad Mem. All right, Mem. And then 600. Oh, 600 closed. So it's actually the square. We're going to put the line right here. Make the square right here. Get out the tree of life. Yeah, you got to, I'm going to show it to you. 600, and then you got 60. That's Samek. And then you got 6. Va. So then you reverse it, because they write it right to left. Oops. All right. Mem. Soreth. Samek. Vav. Right? Now, Ma. Sa. Va. Or Masaha. What does that sound like? Messiah. 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 See that? You see how the writing style? Because this adds up to 666 with 4 letters. This adds up to 666 with 3 letters. They gave you 3 numbers, so it's 3 letters. So that book is solar worship, it's solar doctrine, it's solar mythos only. This is solar. This is the spirit of the sun. This is the negative side. This is the positive side. You see that? This is the bad side of God. This is the good side of God. This is the bad side of the sun. This is the good side of the sun. All right? God is a twofold nature of a divine being. That's why I said God is both, just like how you have good and bad in you, just like you got the angel and the devil on you. What do you do? If you made in God's image, you got that too. The question is, which way are you going to lean? And to react without thinking about both sides is just going off of one way. You see, you're not balancing both sides. You're not using the thought, the consciousness, the intelligence. All right, the sustaining intelligence. All right, Sephiroth's mother name is Genova, which is a play on Jehovah, aka Joseph. You see what I'm saying? See? Which is the tree of life, which is the mother. Oh, yeah, see, you just split Sephiroth's mother, see? And then let me see. You said Genova, right? So that would be Gimel. Let me see what her number is. Gimel, that'd be 3. And then you said no or noon, that'd be 9. No, wait, no. Noon is 50. Oh, let me turn this over. I'm sorry. I know y'all don't want to see my face as I'm doing this. All right, so we're gonna go Gimel, 3, and then noon is 50, and then Va, 4. 3, 50, and 4. So it would be 354. All right. So Geneva. All right. Gina, you know what I'm saying? So Gimel, noon, and I said Va, Genova. Oh yeah, that's a 6. That's not a 4. It's 356. Boom. So that's 11. That's 14. That's 7 and 7. 7 on one side, 7 on the other side. See? 3, 5, 6. So Geneva. 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 See? 356. All right. Like I said, you could, every letter, every number in a letter correlates. So they said 666. This is 666, the way they described it in the Bible, Messiah. But I just showed y'all over here, Sorath, Sephiroth, 400, 200, 60, and 6. So the book teaches you how to be, oh yeah. So let me pull up my pictures. So now that you see that, now let's go over some pictures. Oh, no, I got to show you the word. That he was understanding, calculate the number of the beast, right? This is the word beast. All right, now we see it in English. Now you got Middle English. Now, when I show you this, we don't count the ones without the arrow. We're trying to go all the way to the top. You want to get to the root of the problem. You got to get to the root of the word. You want to get back to source. You want to get back to God. You got to climb back up the ladder, Jacob's ladder. You got to climb all the way back up. So beast. Now, beast actually means best. of good instead of an animal or creature, a creature of evil. You see that? See how they made it like that? To make it sound beast, because they hid this part and made you think it's like that when they spelt it like that. Because that says beast. This is beastie or best or beast. This is bestie or best or beastie. Oh man, that was you a beast. You a beast. You're doing good. You're good. You're a beast. Don't mean you're an animal. It means you're good. Ain't that what we say? Ain't that slang? Now we go up here. But test or best or best. All right, bestet. There's bestie. See, now we got these two. Now let's go up again. Now you got beastie. Now this right here stops, so we don't count the animal parts. Right, now we go over here. We go up. Superlative degree of godaz, a greater degree of good, pretty much. Beastmaster. We're trying to learn and overcome the beast-like nature within ourselves. We are beast masters. Okay? Superlative degree of wela, which is best. All right? So now this doesn't have an arrow. So now we go over here. Go up. It means good. Root of better. Root of God. All right? Now this says bataz. It means betterment. And now both of them start up. So now we combine them. To join, to unite, to suit, to improve, make better. That he with understanding calculate the number of the beast, of the best, of the uniting and joining to improve and make better. 666, right? 666. Who's going to join and unite and make better? The Messiah. Not this shit. Not the Sephiroth. The Sephiroth is broken up into 10 pieces. I just showed you to unite and join and make better the Messiah. So we're taking the 10 Sephiroth and putting them back together. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. He had a great fall. All the king horse, all the king men. Couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. All right. Now where's my pictures? All right. Now where's my pictures? There it is. Now, yeah, oh yeah, Indigo. Yeah, it's real out here in the field, baby. Mm-hmm. It's real out here in the field. Like I said, I'd be damned they get us. Now, 6 is 400, 200, 6, and 60. There's your 400. There's your door. I mean, there's your towel, your seal, your cross. The towel cross, the cross that's on the Bible. This is the towel right here. Going to the moon, to the mind, right? It's not the clip off. All right. Now that's 400. Now you got 200, which is Resh. Resh is, where you at, Resh? Right here. That's the sun. Okay, to Mercury, right? That's reflecting. That's the pineal gland, right? And then this connects here. It connects here. It connects here. It connects here. Okay? This is like a portal doorway, all right? So now you go, where is it? Vav, which is over here, right? So you shoot through the sun, right? The concentrated power of God with the Vav is this hay right here. All right. So this 20 and 26 equals this hay right here. All right. The concentrated power of God with the connection. All right. So now you shoot through this to get here and here. Now this sphere right here is Jupiter. Jupiter deals with, it has two elements. All right. It has fire and water. All right. So you have to be baptized by water and fire. Okay. Water and fire. All right. So there's the water, right? The water, you already was washed in water when you came in here. When you were born, you were in the water of the womb of the mother with wisdom, with the feminine. That's why they try to separate. I'll cause enmity between your seed and her seed, masculine and feminine. All right. Boom. Now this water deals with bewitchment. You ever seen the TV show Bewitched? What's that? A witch. Trickery. Come out of her, my people. Huh? Bewitchment. Bewitched. All right. Now that's trickery, right? Now when you get up here to the wisdom, to the emperor, the Vav, the emperor, all right, aka God, he says, "Be gone, I never knew you." There's your door shooting right back down here to Samek, right back down here through Earth. You see that? You see that? Boom, boom, boom. Cross over here behind the sun, concentrated power of God, the Vav, to the door. I mean, to Neptune, to the emperor, to God, to the masculine. So be gone, I never knew you. Now you get shot through the door, back through the sun, Sorath, the Sephiroth. See, the Sephiroth, look how this connects to everything. It connects to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you get shot back down here. Boom. All right? To 10. Right back down here through Samek. Through the pillar. Boom. Try it again. All right? That's the death and rebirth over and over and over and over and over again. That's don't go into the light. You see? That's because be gone, I never knew you. Now you get shot through you get shot through regardless. All right? Your consciousness shoot you up to go get judged. Oh, I don't even know you. You can't come up here with us. Meow. All right? There's your Sephiroth. So go into the darkness. You got to go through the dark to get to the light, right? Now watch this. This whole side is called Mem Final. It's also, when you group all these up, it's Mem Final. So that's the Mem, that's the Ma, the Meh. All right? Now, that is the Mem Final. And now you got Samek, which is the middle pillar. So you go from here. Make sure I get it right. All right? Yeah. So you get the seal, right? Because remember, just the Tau, that's a Resh and a what's the other time? A Yod and something else. All right? So you shoot up through here. All right? And then there's your through the water, right? All right, through the water. Boom. And then you got that's Mem Final. So this is the whole part done, right? The whole part over here. And you can flip it because Mem Final, the Mem and Mem Final can be interchangeable. So now you understand that there's a reflection from this side of your spinal column and one side of you, or once this is your synaptic gap going through the middle of your head, right? And you already got Mem Final, the water final in your brain, right? And then now you got Samek right here, Samek, the middle pillar, the middle pathway, the path of mildness, the path of balance. All right. Now you go here, and then the Va. Now, when you go here to the station, you know what I'm saying? If you go over here, why are you here? Where are you trying to go? What is your purpose? You know what I'm saying? There's understanding right there. All right? There's understanding. And then this right here is a chet or a het. It's a fence. See, all right? Boom. Now this right here is Gabora. This is Mars. This is your solar plexus. All right, your gut. And then that's where the Kundalini, the snake, that's the veil of the abyss right here from this temperance, right above this temperance line is the veil, because these are the elements, the four elements, and then you got water, fire, and air, and earth. And there's the sun. So Christ was crucified. Look at this cross right here. Middle pillar, boom, and then boom. See that? There's a cross right there. Now, to be able to balance the had with the netzach, all right, the victory and the splendor and glory, the balance, there's your cross, right? Now, when you get here, what are you going to do? There's your sword, King Arthur and the sword and the stone, right? Because the only way to get understanding is with this sword. There's the flaming sword. Boom, 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 to boom, boom, right? So right here, Sagittarius, Jupiter, Sagittarius, higher learning, okay? Concentrated focus of thought, swift and decisive actions of the mind, right here. To have that, you pull out the sword, and now you got something to fight with, okay? You're just not running around believing and thinking it's one way and it's the other way and all this other stuff, right? Because everybody has spirit, all right? Everybody has spirit shooting down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's born with spirit. The thing is to get the wisdom, the right-hand path. This is the right-hand path, okay? They call it the path of severity. But there is no life without strife. And you got to go into darkness to get to the light, right? To get the other half of the puzzle, all right? Now this right here is the Zion, the sword. You live by the sword, you by the sword, right? You live by only spirit, you gonna get taken out by the spirit, the sword. All right. Now you got the sword out of the stone. All right. There's your understanding. Know thyself, and you know the secrets of the gods in the universe. This is the universe. Understanding the universe, Saturn. All right. The wisdom, the understanding. See, this is where Isis, you know what I'm saying? This is Neptune. This is Nephthys. This is Isis. All right. Let he with understanding. Let he with Isis. Let he with the wisdom. All right. Calculate the number of the beast. All right. Let he who has the wisdom. All right. Now you come down here through the door. Through the fence. You have to fence. All right. Because now you pull the sword out. So now your spirit. This is the water section. This is this. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show that part too. All right. So now you got the sword, right? You got the flaming sword, right? Now the fence, right? Now this is where the Kundalini is right here. You got the fire of Mars, which is the emperor and all that stuff. And then you got the Kundalini, which is the water side, the death and rebirth, the number 13 right here. All right. Now, because see, this is the death part right here. All right. Boom. Now you get here. Now you got that. Now you're already reborn again. Now we got the Kundalini. Now you got this. Now look, there's your Shin right there. There's your fleur de lis right there. There's you got the triple path now. This is the fire right here. Baptized by water and then fire, the Shin. As above, so below, right? So keep that in mind. As above, so below. There's your water. Baptized by water. We're down here underwater, right? Material, water. There's the spirit in your heart, the Shekinah, the Asherah, not Yeshua, the Asherah, the light of the mother of the feminine, Ashe. That's why we say Ashe, all right? Asherah, Asherah, all right? So now, there's your Shin, there's your fire, all right? Material, intellectual, spiritual. There's your spiritual flame. This is the flame in your heart that keeps you going. That's connected to the Yod, all right? This right here is the fire. It's the fire of God. This means enlightenment up here. See the three Yods, the three powers, the Thrice Magistus, Thrice Magistus. When this thing goes off, you're Thrice Magistus. Triple mage. Because you understand the middle pillar, and you understand the right pillar, and you understand the left pillar, and you taking the middle pillar and learning to balance the two. Now you're a thrice magistus. You're a triple mage. All right. You understand the knowledge, the wisdom, the spirit, and the soul, the ka and the ba, kaba stone. All right. Now, if you take this handle, turn this face into a snake, and bend it this way, see that? All you got to do is just wrap it around one more time. There's your caduceus. There's your 3 mother letters. There's your swastika. All right. Now I told you that he with understanding Saturn, wisdom. Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, the carriers of the primordial wisdom. The, what do they call them? Rishis, whatever. Sages or whatever you want to call them. I'm more like Mr. Roshi, Master Roshi. Notice Master Roshi lived on an island. If y'all know, a man living on an island, you know what I'm saying? The hermit, the path, the way, to walk it alone, to know thyself by thyself. So you get to know yourself without any type of desire or feeling that you got to put a mask on around other people. You get to be yourself, understand yourself, know yourself. Understand what makes you tick, what makes you don't. Get to know yourself. Get to know what's in your heart for real. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself, because you unique. We really working our way out of earth. Yeah, we're transmuting, be the best part of God. Yeah, be the best you could be, because God is all. So God wants you unique. God wants you as he made you. So be you. Don't, whatever your heart tells you, that's the form that you take. And because like I said, it's only wins or wisdom. All right. Everybody's on a different path. Everybody's on a different level. Don't get it twisted. You don't lift a finger. Yeah. True. Like, you're being guided through. All right. You're being guided through. If you listen to your heart your whole life and always keep your head up. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that when I was showing the picture. See, the key is to make sure that your heart stays above your feelings. Like, don't sink your heart down into like bad feelings. Good feelings lift your heart up, lift your spirits up, right? Oh, I'm trying to lift your spirits. I'm trying to lift your heart up. And people down there always try to come cheer you up. Move that water around to make it vibrate good and vibrant and clean, and all that reassurance about believing in yourself and changing your desires and changing your feelings. That's that right there. Now it's lifting your heart up. Now you happy. Keeping your heart above the water. Always keeping the faith. That's what it means, keeping the faith. That everything's going to be all right. No matter what, as long as you keep your head up, keep your heart filled with faith and hope and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Pandora's box. It's the copper stone. All type of bad stuff, but in there was hope. You know what I mean? Keep hope alive. Keep your heart there. We gonna make it. All right. Things just have to get worked out in a particular way to get the pure best parts of you that you can show and exemplify, to show that you have elevated yourself from, whatever you didn't learn from the last lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Did you learn your lessons? Do you understand what this is about? Do you understand that how your thoughts, feelings, and actions can affect other people? And are you able to live peacefully? And all this stuff, talking about having a good heart, then keeping your head up above the waters, and don't letting your feelings, negative feelings, affect your heart and make your heart turn cold. That's Revelation chapter 2. Remember, from whence you came, you left your first love. Your first love, your heart. A childlike heart. Ain't you guys child? Why all of a sudden you don't want to be like a child no more? Now you mad, you're sad, you're cold, and you don't want to be bothered with nobody, and you don't want to help nobody. You want looking out for yourself. You selfish. Was you selfish when you were a child? Was your mama selfish when she wiped your butt? You see what I'm saying? She leave you with doodle stains in your drawers until you learn how to wipe your own butt at 4 years old, 3, whatever, however, potty trained, wipe your own butt. Not leave no skid marks. That's very giving of a person, right? Didn't even ask for nothing in return. Your appreciation, your clean butt was good enough for her. Your giggles and smiles was good enough for her. You see what I'm saying? Your smile, your everything was good enough because she is doing what she feels is best for you. And you showing your appreciation back by letting your light shine out. You know what I'm saying? You get a boo-boo or something, you run to your mama and you kiss and make it better. Now you all better. You see? Now you back shining in the world. That's what this is. Adding luster, adding shine to you. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's talking about. And then we gradually keep that and be positive, understand feelings and all this stuff and making sure we trying to keep our hearts above the water and do the best we can and all that good stuff, man, and learning and trying to just and have this curiosity, like, man, what, and having appreciation and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? All the good stuff. Then you slowly climb up. Then that spirit lifts up that fire within it. You see what I'm saying? The water keeps the spirit up and it pulls up this pure spirit of the water, all the good stuff, and it lights this flame. You know what I'm saying? So all the good minerals, the gold, all the subtle stuff, you know what I'm saying? All the muck stays down. You know what I'm saying? All the muck goes down. But all the finer stuff, when you appear with truth and balance and intellect and, not letting the bad parts of the water, your emotions, your feelings, your beliefs, you know what I'm saying? Muddy up, because you got to burn it off. You know what I'm saying? Trial by heart. You see where your heart's at. Now all the good stuff is coming up here to light this really good flame right here. You see what I'm saying? So there's your stuff right there. Now you see the caduceus right there and all that stuff. All right. So now let me pull up. I got my other book here. Where is Horus at? Where you at, Horus? Where's the dual God? When Satan get behind me, all right, that deep dark water that connects you know what I'm saying? Satan get behind me. There's the spirit of the heart right there, and then you got the water down there, the shadow. The spirit of God flows upon the surface of the waters. Your heart is supposed to be above your emotions. Don't let your emotions drag you down and stuff. That's Satan get behind me, because the spirit is looking up at the fire. Keep your head up. See, you're always looking up, keeping it up towards the fire, towards that type of light. You know what I'm saying? But they masked it and you got you worshiping the Sephiroth. You know what I'm saying? That's what Sephiroth, Final Fantasy. You see what I'm saying? Horus, where you at? There's my picture, Horus and Set. It's coming. I just, I wasn't even going to show this picture, but now that I said you got both in you, God is both good and bad, depending on what side you on. You on the good side or the bad side of God? What side are you trying to get to? Nope, that's best. Come on. There it is. Oh, 78. Okay. The dual God, Horus Set, the black God and the white God. You got both in you. Look, Satan get behind me. There's your light. There's your dark. Looking up at the Father, Son. Right here's the Kundalini. Right? But what's inside the Kundalini? The magic. What's inside them waters? Minerals and gold and all that stuff in your soul. But you got to go through the dark to get to the light. You know what I'm saying? See how it's facing one way, facing the other way? The double eagle. that they show, the double eagle, that's what they're showing right here. All you need is that triangle on top. But what happens, since they're looking the other way, they're looking both ways, right? Now, this is the left, right? That's the dark, right? This is the light, the right side. Mother, child, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. So yeah, to the right, right? This set, right? Darkness. So now, what happens when you know yourself? You turn them inwards towards each other. What's up, Rashad? When you turn them inwards towards each other and face each other, see? When you close your eyes, it look like this. When you open your eyes, it look like this. See that? Eyes open and not seeing the duality and of life and the double. Eyes closed. Your higher self and your lower self, your dark and your light. See? They're blind because they don't even know each other. And this, knowing thyself. You see that? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Y'all see that swastika at the top with the zodiac and the sun in the middle? Right? The three and the elements and all that. Now watch this. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. One of the, is that of the oldest tribes known. One has the tortoise for their totem. The oldest is the tortoise. You see that? And another, the swastika. See that? That's the Rosicrucian. See that? So now it says right here, it's above, it's made up of the swastika above two circles. There's I-10, right? The disc, but there's two circles. So now you see the disc. What do y'all think? Here's a disc. If there's two circles and one's a disc, what do you think? There must be what? That's what's up. There's another disc. See? So if you see the disc out there with your eyes open, and remember I showed you they facing outward when you open your eyes. So what do you think? Where do you think is the other disc? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You see that? See? So they got us. They're trying to bind us in the death and rebirth reincarnation cycle. And they're using all type of dirty tactics to make it, the eyes are like the firmament, earth, and the cosmos. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the firmament is like your head, and the earth is like the brain material, and then the cosmos is all the light ideas and everything you got in your head, and then these are your two discs, your sun and your moon, your two discs. But you put the two discs together when you close your eyes, when you combine them, let your eyes be single, and your mind becomes filled with light. The apple of my eye. The apple. I'm glad you said that. So here's the Adam and Eve story right here. Hold on. Adam knew his wife Eve, and they knew each other, and they conceived right here. There's your apple, biting from the apple. There's Uranus right there. The union of the masculine and feminine. The creative spark force manifested, aka the result of sexual intercourse, all right, the mating, the union, the orgasm. Boom. Now I'm gonna put the scorpions, the scorpions thing, make sure that you're not making a decision based upon desire, because that's tricky. That's selfishness of the heart. If it's not, if it, you know what I'm saying, material things, to have immediate satisfaction, to do things to end suffering and have immediate satisfaction to go away, all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's the scorpion. That's the scorpion's thing, the desire, the kiss of death. You know what I'm saying? To desire something is to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I want that. I want that. I want that. That's lust. That's what lust is. Lust means that your mind can only be settled by obtaining that thing. That's lusting after something. They got everybody thinking, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't supposed to be all that stuff, goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, thou shalt not commit adultery. Commit adultery don't mean don't cheat on your wife. Commit adultery means to mix with impurities. All right? False beliefs, being fake towards other people, not expressing how you really feel, corrupting the minds of the youth or each other. You know what I'm saying? Casting illusions and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they doing down here, you're not supposed to do. That's why when you turn 18, you're called in what? Adult. Because you did 12 years. And 12 years is the time it takes Jupiter to rotate around all 12 zodiac. Bewitchment. You're adulterated. You're an adult, 12 years. Deals with higher learning and trickery. That's why there's 12. And then you get 13, which is kindergarten. So 13, the magic number, right there. You know what I'm saying? The death and rebirth. See? The symbolism. So you have to understand your darkness. You have to confront your shadow work, do your shadow work, face your fears, face all that, face the unknown, overcome all of that darkness within you, everything you ever ran away from, every bad thought, feeling, action that you ever had. You're going to have to confront it if you want to live up out of it. You have to overcome. We shall overcome if you want to get up out of it. And you have to be okay with all of that. That's why I say forgive yourself, love yourself. Ain't nobody gonna love you unless you do it. You got to start it. You see what I'm saying? They create animosity and hostility. And I'm gonna say something else. You got these people with these platforms talking about what's wrong with men, what's wrong with women, right? Not knowing that when you be criticizing, disrespecting the other side, the other gender, you disrespecting that other side about yourself, because you have both natures in you, masculine and feminine, positive and negative. So women talking about, oh man, these dudes ain't nothing. You weak, your masculine side inside of you is hearing you, what you saying about him. Because you talking about all men. So you talking about the masculine part of you, the logical part of you, the intellectual part of you. Oh, for real? So when you disrespect the opposite gender, you disrespecting that opposite part of you. And when you're down in women, you're down in the feminine part of you. When women do it to men, they disrespecting every man, including their father, their brother, all of that. They protectors. You know what I'm saying? When men be disrespecting women, they disrespecting all their love and emotion and heartfelt and all that stuff, including their mama, their sister, their daughters, all of that. You see what I'm saying? You are a twofold nature of a divine being. That's what's called being bisexual. It's bis e nous. It means twofold nature of a divine being. It means unique. It means different. It means being you. Perfect balance, the middle pillar. So when you're knocking the other gender, you knocking that other pillar. Samson broke a pillar, didn't he? What side did he break? See what I'm saying? So when you do that, just be aware. See, people don't realize that's what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was on a panel this morning, and you know what I'm saying? They got a little bit carried away with themselves. And oh my goodness, really, Johnson? They too much truth, man. Too much truth, bro. You hitting them too. You hit them so hard with the truth, and they just can't take it because they know they're losing. They know they're about to lose, and then they know they're about to catch this whipping. You know what I'm saying? Like Robin Harris at the end of House Party 1, when Kid tried to get in the bed at the end of the movie. Oh, I wouldn't do that just yet, son. They know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So then after like these hands for oh yes, they ready to eat for everybody. I'm real handsy. You know what I'm saying? I'm real handsy. So, but yeah, so you know they got nasty, and then blocked me, and then before it cut off, it said, "Y'all see what I?" That's the Sabaoth. That's the blind God. They so consumed with their own ego and light. I heard them. I heard what they said. Y'all see what I? You think somebody gonna want to protect you? You might have a man, but do you have an army of men? From the one comes many. You think that one son of God can fend off a whole? I hope his light is bright enough and big enough and bad enough. You see what I'm saying? Be careful what you say to people. This tongue is the life and death. It cuts. That's the Zion, the sword. That's the Taurus, isn't it? Anubis, right? Guiding the souls of the dead, right? Anubis, the tongue. The tongue, Taurus, in the zodiac, sacred to Isis, the speech. Didn't God say, let there be light? I create as I speak, Abraxas. Abracadabra, abrahadabra, or something like that. I forget what it is. Abracadabra. But it's another form of what they used to say before abracadabra, before they changed it. So it's I open as I speak. I open my mouth to speak and create. You know what I'm saying? For life and death is in the tongue. All right. Now I'm going to show you something else. The charioteer, the fence. When you come down from understanding to Mars, in Kundalini, child of the powers of the water, Lord of the triumph of light. I mean, you overcame your ego. That's the ego death card when you overcome the ego death. All right. There's the moon, right? There's your seal, right? Now, what's the power? Speech. Speech. Your power with the Kundalini is in, you can speak. Anubis, guiding the souls of the dead. You can talk to people's souls. You can get them riled up, get them happy, get them sad, because you understand the power of how you speak and what your thoughts, feelings, actions, and what you put into words and how it can make people feel and drive them to do. You ever heard of pushing people buttons? See? Boom, water. All right. Who's it associated with? Horus. Overcoming the ego death. Horus. When Horus beat Set, when the light, the inner light, when it said that Set tried to put his seed on Horus when he was asleep, when we're asleep, we're in the land of the dead, we're dead. Anubis, guiding the souls of the dead. Set tried to put his seed on, this your shadow creeping up on you, trying to take your light, trying to give you evil light, the darkness light, the chaos light, the overly emotional nastiness light, right? But then he caught it with his left hand, which is the side of mercy. So the evil coming at you, you show mercy, you catch the evil, mercy. Isis cuts it off, okay? That's the wisdom. regrow the hand back. Now, what did Horus do? He put it on lettuce, and Set ate it. All right. Now it's the seed of the triumph over the Lord of the triumph of light. All right, of the water. Right. You got the seed. Now it's there. Now, what happened when Tahuti, the consciousness, calls up the seed to produce the fruit? It rose up and set. So there's light in the darkness, planting the seed and raising it up in the darkness produced the light. Horus was declared the winner. You see that? There's your Horus card. There's your two sphinxes, the black one and the white one, the pillars. What side is this black sphinx on? What hand is that? His right hand. Boom. Do I got a close up of this card? Know how his chest is shining? It's the left. You see that star, that 8-pointed star on his head? That's the Shin. 8 Shin. They're the 8-pointed star, the octagram. 8. There's the fence. All right. Now, here is the hangman. If y'all know anything about nooses, see, there's no light above the spirit, right? But he voluntarily did it from his foot, and that's the red. So he's trying to get rid of the red and have the blue and gold, the higher self, the intellectual, and the spiritual. No longer concerned about Saturn, Jupiter, and the fire of Mars. Saturn, fear, coldness, turning your heart cold, all of that. Bewitchment, being tricked, easily manipulated, always wanting more, greed, envy. And then the fire part of Mars, competition, territorialism, trying to be distinguished, honors, you know what I'm saying? Recognition, all that selfishness stuff. Competition is the law of the jungle. Cooperation is the law of civilization. You see what I'm saying? So he's trying to get rid of that. And plus, there's your shoulders, right? The shoulder, there's the cross. Yep, let me pull up the picture. Hold on. Oh yeah, let me finish it. All right. The weapon, the cup to pour the wrath, to pour the water, the nasty water out of the cup. See what I'm saying? To get the bad stuff out. Or you could pour the cup on somebody. It's all in the power of the speech. You know what I'm saying? The cross of suffering and the wine. Now the wine, when they're wine at the union, at the wedding, there was wine. You see? You can put wine in the cup. You know what I'm saying? Drink of my wisdom. The wine. Drink till you get, you know what I mean? The wine, the wisdom, the marriage, the union, the fire, all of that. Here, drink up. No, you want knowledge, you're thirsty. Here, drink up. You got a cup? Yeah. Here you go. See? So you can also pour a cup of wrath on somebody. You see what I'm saying? Then it said in Revelation, the cup, he will empty out the cups of the wrath, right? All the negative stuff will be poured out. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now hold on. Whoops. Nope. Where is... Oh, it must be before this. All right. What was I about to show? Oh, yeah. So there is, right there, there's the chariot. There's the hangman. Now the hangman this is the card of the Christ, number 23, the greatest. Michael Jordan, number 23, right? Past 23, right? There's your pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? You can't even go from 8 to 5 directly. Can't go from 8 to 5 direct. You can't go from the pineal gland to Horus. Your pineal gland to Horus? Nah, dog. Horus ain't going. Horus don't even, nah. You got to go, which is what? In the center. So you got Horus, you got Isis, you got Nephthys, you got, I forget who's over here. You got Hathor, you got Sekhmet, Bastet, you got Neith, you see what I'm saying? You got Osiris over here, you got Ra right here. Now you're in the courtyard of the gods. And now they're talking to you. Now you right here. Now they vote for you, vote on you. Didn't it say like, oh, all this competition, they had to go to Ra, and then, you know what I'm saying? Ra was siding with Set, and all that. There's your heart right there. They judging on you on your heart. You know what I'm saying? Just like Christ was crucified. There's the crossbar right there. 1 nail, 2 nail, 3 nails. There's his head. There's the crossbar for his shoulders, the balancing of the shoulders. And now up here, there's the other bar. There's another head. There's another bar. Nail, nail, nail. There's another cross right there. You see that? And then that da'ath right there, that's the head, the shoulders, the feet, shoulders, and then there's a head right there. Now let me show you another picture. There's your 4 elements. Okay. You got earth, water, air, fire. Separate the earth from the fire. Okay, so the material and the spiritual. So now you've separated them like this. Separate the gross from the subtle. The nasty, bad part for the higher part. Mix it in with your thoughts, good thoughts, purity, gold, silver. All right. Expansion, openness of mind, pure heart, all that stuff. Now here's the water, right? Here's the water, right? In between the darkness and the light, the middle pillar. What's this? The sun, all right? Now you go up to the light, to the mountaintop, to Zion, to the capstone, to Jerusalem, right? There's the smoke at the top of the pillar. Smoke signals, you know what I'm saying? There's your light, there's your lotus opening up. You see this? You see how the shoulders, see I put the triangle, you see how it's on the nose? You see where this is just about? Oh, sorry, hold on. There we go. Pitch a little big, but you get it right. The nose, the pineal gland, your shoulders. You see that? You see how light and dark right there on my eyes? You see? You want to know why they shut the nose of the Sphinx off? Because it has to deal with your pineal gland. Look. The nose is the temple of the face. Where's the capstone at? Right there. Right? There's a horn. There's a horn. Or you could say the eyes and the nose. You know what I'm saying? You can say the 2 horns. There's your 3rd horn. You see that? Now that y'all see, there could be horns right here, right? Watch this. Where's my other book? See, one thing I don't like. Yep, cut the breath. Yep, cut the breath so that it can't get to the pineal gland. So when you, that pressure, that inhale is sucking up the consciousness, trying to pull it up out the muck. That's why they say, oh, when you get emotional, take a deep breath. You know, calm the waters, bring up the consciousness. All right. So That crossing the heart. Yeah, because you got to breathe through the nose. Exactly. That's why he's like, oh, mouth breathers. You see, because not breathing through the nose, it's not getting up there to the brain. It's more so with the mouth. It's getting the makes the water travel faster because you oxygen. Yeah, and plus, when you breathe through your mouth, it's for the muscles. When you breathe through the nose, it's for the mind. You know what I mean? Yeah, the mind gets it gets some of that, but it's on a secondary approach. When you breathe through the nose gets it first and last. You see what I'm saying? So look, got two horns, got the third horn or the circle in the middle. You see what I'm saying? There's your qatar, there's your wisdom, understanding. There's your triangle at the top. I don't know if you have it, but I have the library of my. I don't have that one. You see what she got in her hand? The Torah. On her right side, the law. That's where the chariot is. That's where the hangman is. You see that? You see the waters flowing? The Spirit of God flows above the surface of the water. You see all that? Right? Now, what was I about to show? Oh, yeah. See that? Boom. Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, for sure. So that yeah, I can read Latin pretty good. I speak Spanish, so, and plus my alchemy and mysticism book is pretty much all in Latin. So yeah, boom. It's the same thing as boom. And then when you balance the the two pillars from the 10, you make what? 7. Boom. Ooh, the magical calendar. What's up, Holy Trinity? Magical calendar. Oh, okay. See what I'm saying? See, when they raided the Library of Alexandria, that's what they took. If you want to know who's responsible, let's look at our language. Let's see how many different languages. English, what country is that from? You ain't got to say it. Old French, what country is that from? You ain't got to say it. Latin, what country is that from? You ain't got to say it. Germanic, what country is that from? You ain't got to say it. Proto-Indo-European, Proto-India-European, European Indians. Where are they at? Ain't there a country named India over there? Oh, okay. We ain't got to talk about that, though. We ain't got to talk about that. Oh. Yeah, it's got like the formation of the title church or something. Ooh, okay. What's up, Holy Trinity?
How we doing, my friend?
Hey, you're doing all right. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I just had a quick little receipt I wanted to share. Last time we talked, we were talking about the Mountain of Harmonics in Indiana. Remember that?
Yep.
Check this out right here. So, America was once populated by as many races as it is today.
Mm-hmm.
So it talks about there's many races as now, and the mountains contain relics of all races going back to the Garden of Eden, the land of Moab and Edom. There are relics and caves of Colorado, which are known to have belonged to the races of the Edomites and Horites that preceded the mound builders by 1,000 years. Then it goes on to talk about how Alexander, no matter how much damage in Carthage Alexander could cause, he couldn't erase the stone. Right, so the stone of the Americas and all in the pyramids. Then it goes down here at the bottom. If you look, it says, you see Nineveh be in shambles, and then it goes down to Babylon. Babylon stretched from Cincinnati to 15 miles past Indianapolis.
I knew it because he took over. He took it over and made it Babylon.
That's why it's called Sin-Sin-Atti. Sin City. It's Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it goes on later in the article to talk about how in one of the king builders temples here,
Mm-hmm.
buried underneath, they found the tablets of all the written records of Babylon, dating back to as far back as you can even imagine.
Yep.
And so right here it talks about Colorado, 2 tribes. Babylon is Cincinnati to Indianapolis.
Yep.
Because we talked about Indiana was in Diana, right? It's all about that mindset. And
Yep.
then when you get up to the keyhole, which is Morocco, Indiana to Chicago, that's the energy vortex.
Yep.
That's the mountain of harmonics.
Yep. That's what I said. It's Morocco, Indiana, because they're part of the Algonquian, because there's a building downtown that got the word Algonquian on it. And then the Algonquian was the trade language of a lot of the tribes. It stretched all the way to Delaware. From here all the way to Delaware. Mm-hmm.
It's interesting stuff, man. Like, to think that to go full circle, to go religion's a sham, this God thing's a scam, it's all about this inner peace and spirituality, to then come back into 12 tribes are real, DNA, bloodlines, sacred land is all real. Like, it's a pretty wild ride to be on, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I said. I said this is wild. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's been wild to say the least, but I got inner peace, knowing what I know and having comfort in knowing that all that sadness I had growing up was just um it was manufactured, you know?
For sure.
And I'm angry at the people that did it, but I'm happy I got the truth. And then now I'm on another mission to make sure that what you did helped me, but it was still effed up in the manner that you did. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. So now I'm trying to expose they ass. That's what I'm on. All this knowledge that they've been hiding is just coming out, and they don't know what to do.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting here. It said that they were so they were worshipers and idolizers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the ancient cities had been swept away. They were heathen idolaters, and then God, because the sacrifices to material objects and their worship of the sun,
Mm-hmm.
of fire, of beast and kings instead of the Creator.
That's right. Like Akhenaten, give it to me, and then I'll give it to God. Like, are you middlemaning what God's supposed to be? Did He ask you to middleman all of that, all the prayers and everything? No.
And think about how whitewashed that name is. Akhenaten, Ankh, At, Amen.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All of these names all have Ankh and Amen in them. So are they really real names?
That's a good question. Ankh, Ana, or An, Aten. Ankh, An, Aten. Aten, the disc, because he introduced that solar worship, which the church, okay, and Osarsif was Akhenaten's priest. See, he was the high priest to Akhenaten. And Akhenaten is the one that changed it from spirituality, from one comes to many, venerating the different aspects of God, nature, wind, air, all the, showing appreciation for everything, to just give it to the disc. No, better yet, give it to me and I'll give it to God, to the disc. Like, that's like just like going to confessional, giving all your problems to that one guy, and he's gonna be the middleman between you and God to forgive you. He decides what happens instead of God decide. You see how they try to stick their foot in between and be the medium, like money, a medium. They're always trying to slide in somewhere. The first, only through me can you get to God. That's right. Only through the one. Only, you know what I'm saying? Only through that experience that the oneness. You got to get, you know what I'm saying? So you see what I mean? Moon, star, sun. There you go. Man, woman, child. That's the Trinity. I got that too. I got one of these too. Huh? Yeah. See, now we're cooking. Right out. That's the triplicity. Oh, that's the triplicity. I'm sorry. Here we go. The Yod, the concentrated power force, right? The one divine essence. Adam, Adamu, the Yod, the hand of God, right? And then you got He, Va, He, or Hava, Havana, Hava, or Ava. Abba, Ava. It's a woman. They keep, oh, mighty Father, Abba. Bro, you calling the masculine the feminine? There's the Adamu. It's the Yod. It's the one divine essence. It's the silence. And there's the evolution. Because there's that Shin again, the Holy Spirit. There's the triangle right there, the door right there. You see the triangle on my face? You see the two eyes right there? Yeah. You see it? That's noon right there. See how she's got that writing scribe? Because your emotions shape the consciousness. Your emotions shape your consciousness. You know what I mean? When they polish stones and stuff, they use water. You're on mute, Holy Trinity. Okay. I can't hear you still, but I think I read your lips. You're like,
Can you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody that's into this topic or not, but if you want to screenshot this paper, this doctor right here, he bought the so they found the tablets that dated back to Babylon that had every written record of how they charged interest, how they banked, how they did commerce. This is what I think gave them the keys to the kingdom, to be honest with you. Right? It was the cheat code to the system is whenever they found this. But it's interesting because I've never heard of this one before. It's called in Indiana, Fort Astlin. Astlin, like Atlantean. That's the Aztec word for water. Yep. Astlin. So it's the water pyramid.
Yep. Just like in Zelda, it's blue. It's the water pyramid. On the back of the dollar, that space in between the 13 steps and that capstone is water.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yep. So that's yeah. Because you got water in your mind. That's the water. Your consciousness is below the water. The Spirit of God floats above the surface of the water. Let your heart just soar up there, and you're just in bliss and happy, and your spirit's above the water. Same thing with it. Same thing. Pure happiness, pure love.
So it's ironic too, because they said that the pyramid actually draws water from the earth. So that there was a gentleman in Illinois who built a scaled down model of the Great Pyramid on his property, and then all of a sudden his land turned to a swamp. He couldn't control the water flooding, and they didn't understand why. And it's the geometry of the pyramid that actually pulls the water into that shape, right? Mm-hmm. So just like the shape, it is a musical note. It is an energetic note. Mm-hmm. But I always thought, I guess that pyramid is still there in Illinois. And, it's an attraction nowadays. But it all comes back from something, right? It all stems from the truth.
Yep. Because the wisdom is all. Everything comes from the water. Because as the guitar shoot, the first place it goes is to the water. So it's the spirit, which has the thought. Then you got the water through the wisdom to process everything. And then to the understanding, which is the triangle right here. And then it shoots down through the, you know what I'm saying, into the universe, into your universe, through all the chakras and everything else.
For real, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. See, like I said, it's interesting. Like, see that right there? In the beginning, God created. No, it says in wisdom, Elohim creates. The gods create through wisdom. So based upon your experiences and what you know and application and maturity and all that stuff, things get created better and better for you. what I'm saying?
So I wanted to throw this off your way. I personally think the moon is created through Mercury. This is why Mercury is mercurial. It is the mind. That ethereal projection that they call the plasma reflection of the, this is only done through the sphere of Mercury, right? And I think that's one of the most slept on things in alchemy and understanding, flat earth, geocentric science, and all the above.
Yep. Because look, this is the pineal gland right here, and we got a pineal gland, and it projects. So it's projecting this reality for us. So there's the moon, there's Venus, there's the sun, there's Mars. You see what I'm saying? And then there's Jupiter, but you can get to Jupiter through the sun. So the sun reflecting Jupiter, talking through the sun, the voice of the one of the first and the last, because it's connected to Neptune and Venus. So there's mom and daughter right there, and then Saturn makes Mars do stuff. So through Mars you get Saturn. You know what I'm saying? And the sun takes in all of these, and it can shoot it anywhere it wants. Through the moon, through the, you know what I mean? Through your pineal gland, so you can actually see the projection, and then how you process it through your mind right there. Yep, you're totally right. That's why he's the thrice majestus, because it's the three pillars.
Right. That's what I sometimes wonder, if Saturn is and Jupiter and Mars aren't all one and the same aspect. In so many words, that physical aspect of that creator force, right?
Yeah, because Mercury, you can put Mercury with any other planet. So Mercury goes with everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why it's oh yeah. And so Mercury in alchemy, it goes with every other element. You can add Mercury to any other element, any other planet, and it will work fine. So that's why it's the projection. It's, because your consciousness has to check with everybody. That's why it's the messenger of the gods. It has to go to everybody and talk and deliver the message, and then, do all the stuff that Mercury does, That's why Samael, the blind god, is the consciousness of, that's why he's the blind god, because he doesn't have wisdom. Because be not proud of your knowledge, or else be humble, lower than the dust of the earth, type thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't think, put yourself high and mighty, looking down on people, because now I will sink down to the bottom again. Because that's the Hermetic. Yeah. See. Yep.
That's good stuff. Yeah, because Norse mythology, they revered Odin into the same aspect as they would Jupiter, right? Yep. And so this is why Odin lost an eye. Yep. This is the gem in the eye. It's Mercury.
Yep. And didn't Odin, in order to get the wisdom, he what? Hung himself upside down from a tree, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, or so Krishna was pierced to a tree and Odin was hung from a tree.
Yep. There's Odin right there, hung from a tree. And then Krishna is the Christ. Where's the picture? So, where you at, buddy? That's this tree, like pinned to a tree. 1, 2, 3 hooks. There's the shoulders and there's the head. Boom. So crucifixion, and then this is the hangman section right here, behind the consciousness, the redeemer of the water right here, and then this is the spirit being crucified, going all the way down, crucified. Now here's the redeemer of the water, the redeemer of wisdom.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The tree bearing its own fruit, whose seed is in itself.
Mm-hmm. Parthenogenesis. The virgin birth. Parthenogenesis. The divine man-child, like Harpocrates, Horace the Younger. What else? Let's see what else it says in my book. I got pictures. Some of them, like this one right here. The goddess Sebek, all right, or Sobek, aka Pisces. You see the 3 red, raising it up the red way, or through the columns. So now there's the left, right, middle. There's your 3 circles. All right. Goddess, and the goddess, or this goddess and the goddess Sekhet Bast. So that's the Bast is the man of wife or husband of Bastet, and that's Sekhet. Sek means to cut. All right. So were early types of Isis and Nephthys, pre-lunar and pre-solar. The virtual rites she was created by the gods, and who is mightier than the gods, and to whom the eight gods offered words of adoration. Therefore, she was before the put cycle of nine, Ptah, and consequently a representation of the Great Mother during the stellar mythos. There she is, sucking Horus.
So
And
that the throne that she sits on is based on sacred geometry. And if you remember when we were kids, they used to say you're an L7 square loser.
yep,
And if you look at the throne, it's the L, the 7, the square. It's the physical realm of Saturn, the L
yeah,
and the 7.
she sits on top of the box. That's her throne. She sits
Exactly.
on top of the universe. It's queen of the universe. Yep, exactly.
And so you think about that little internet chick, the Hawk Tua.
Oh yeah,
Hawk
that's it.
is Horus, and Tua is Ptah. Horus, Ptah. It's all sacred knowledge and symbolism everywhere you look.
Yep, and she said spit and oh man, who spit? I can't remember spit. I forgot it, but see right here, the goddess Newt holding a tablet on which stands Harpocrates. She is portrayed as the goddess of heaven and the bringer forth of a new life, i.e., Horus being carried aloft as the true light of the world and a symbolic likeness of a soul in a human nature begotten of the Holy Spirit. Boom. There's the waters of wisdom on her head. Right there, Newt, representing the waters of wisdom, holding that. So the water bearer, right? There's her child. Water bearer of the water, redeemer of the water, the tablet, the law, the Torah.
And Libra and Aries, because it's the symbol for Libra upside down on top of the head, which is Aries.
Yep. Yep.
Balance,
Because that's the
equinox.
balance. Yep. The balance of the ego with justice and justice and balance. Yeah. Yep. Being able to temper all that, and yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's a good catch. Let me see if I got any other pictures. I mean, I got other pictures too, but like they might be a little bit more, like boom, boom. These all got symbolic representations. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like I'm still studying it all the way, but like I pretty much got it. But there's the apron representing the hand of God cleaning your, representation of being initiated. You know what I'm saying? There's the hand of God. There's the door. You know what I'm saying? There's your.
It's also the right hand because it's the direction of the meridian lines and how the energy flows. So they say, left leaves, right receives. So
Yep,
that you're receiving the right hand, that inner source creator energy.
yep, that's the yod. That's the hand of God. That's the hermit. That's the hermit path. That's the yod. That's the Adamu. That's the divine essence. That's the spirit of God. That's the word made flesh. Right there.
Beautiful.
Enoch too. See what I'm saying? See, like I said, see, we're tying all of this up. Yep, there you go. There's the five, right? The balancing the forces, the active and receptive forces. That's the four elements, the two triangles, and then you take the red triangle, and then the interior part of where it crosses, where the base of the water crosses inside. That's air, and then when you invert it, that's earth, and then that S in the middle is the Asherah, all right, the Holy Spirit in your heart, the Aleph, that is the Shekinah, if that's what you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? Shekinah, that's the middle path, yeah. And all
So
that.
it's the X's and the O's, the ecliptic and the celestial equator is separated by 23.45 degrees. The tilt's 23.45 degrees. But when they're separate, it's an X. When they come back together, the two circles unite. It's the X's and the O's. They haunt me like ghosts, right? They haunt me because it's all the celestial knowledge. None of us are teaching anybody else something that they don't already know. We're helping each other remember. That's the
Yeah.
most important thing about it.
Yep, exactly. That's why those guys always say, "Oh, there's nothing hidden. Nothing. We don't hide anything because everything is there for you to explore and know. They just have the knowledge. They just don't share it. They want you to go find on your own, but they give each other the cheat code. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you get the X and the O, right? So that's the X mark. So, and then you get the X and the O, right? So that's the X marks the spot. That's this right here. All right, you see the X. There's the X, and then the wait, wrong. Where's? I'll do it like this. Where is the tet? Oh, this is the wrong book to do it. Where is my other book? My language book. There, my science. I said, here you go. All right. I gotta be careful with this because the spine is off on this one. As with the Florida, or as with my, I got like 3 books I need to get respined because I'm all in them. 3. That's the brands. Let's get do. There we go. Here we go. One more page. There we go. The TET. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. The TET. There's the X and the O right there. The Phoenician. It was the circle with the cross, the Coptic cross right there. Now there's the X, the circle, right? There's the tet. There's the tet, right? And then look, the tau is a T, a cross, and now there's the X right there. See, they took the circle off? So the tau and the I, there's the X. You put the X and the O. You put the I with the seal. You put the fire and the sun and the moon. You get tet. And tet is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it means hidden. It means snake. It's the hidden snake.
Exactly, because the 9 is the divider of the yin and the yang. It's the sine wave. It's the balancer. It's the creator. It's the etheric spark of creation. The 3 and the 6 go back and forth, but it's only the 9. It is only the essence of that creator force that can have the spark to reduplicate life, right?
Yep.
Which is why Earth is the 9. You know, you have the spiritual and the physical. These are the 2 things pouring out on top, right up here. Mm-hmm. The 3 and the 6. Well, they're pouring out down into the bottom, which is the 9. Because you're the sperm, you are the embryo. You're the stick with the circle, the line with the circle, the hole and the pole. It's male and female. You know, it's what it's all about. You know, your mom is a stick with a circle at the bottom, and then you're born, and then your circle goes to the top. This is why alchemy is the square, the circle, and the triangle. The square is the physical body. The circle's the mental mind. And the triangle is the etheric wisdom that is the creator. This is why you used to be in school, when you weren't good, you'd wear a dunce cap, which is the shape of a triangle. It's the birthday cap, right? It's all the same symbolic references.
Yep. This is what it is. This is what they don't teach us. Oh, yeah, and tet is the only letter in the original 10 commandments in Hebrew that's not there, tet, because it's hidden on purpose.
See, I like that a lot, because before Latin screwed everything up, right, we had Greek and we had Norse, with both had 24 letters and both ended with X. And if you think about male and female, he both, X chromosome, Y chromosome, the X and the Y.
Yep. I'm gonna show you.
And if you have 24 letters, that means that's perfectly matches up to our cranial nerves and the zodiacal system being perfectly balanced.
There's your triangle right there. There's your dunce cap right there.
That's the fire. That's that etheric creation. Yep. All 10 numbers, 0 through 9, are all in that little triangle.
Yep. See? This is what they don't show us. This is what they don't tell us. Say there's nothing hidden. We don't hide because they want you to be slow, and that way they can constantly work us like freaking slaves, and they can ride the wave all the way up to the top, even though the people that they work for is not allowed up there. They're trying to ride everybody up, and keep us in the, what I mean, ride on our backs.
Yeah, I mean, we are what makes the system go round. We are the system. We are the energetic blueprint of creator.
Mm-hmm. We sure are. We are that, and then some.
So if you take the J and the Z out and you overlay the alphabet onto the zodiac, it actually matches up pretty phenomenal. Where A is the Aries, B as the bull in Taurus, C as the child of Gemini, or the communicator of Gemini. D is that destructive, the D tone that is Saturn, the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
There you go.
As we fall through the harmonic creation, that is the Cancer, the portal through to Earth. Like it all matches up pretty phenomenal.
Yep. So I got a picture up right now. There you go. There's your zodiac and your Hebrew letters too, to match up with that keyboard that you got right there. Yeah, Dalit is a door. See? Yeah. There we go. Like I said, it's all encoded.
It's also the Delta something. It's the name of the Beehive Nebula. It's Delta. I want to say it starts with a D. It's in the Cancer constellation. That's all pretty. It's all interesting stuff,
Dinabola?
I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. See, yeah. But yeah, so look at that. Yep. And like I said, here's your gematria writing style right here. There's your Sorath or Sephiroth that they got everybody worshiping. The separation. You know what I'm saying? The spirit part of the bad side of God, Sorath, Sephiroth, right? The broken up pieces, pieces back together. They said 666, but it has 4 letters, so it has to be 4 different numbers in the Bible. But like now, when you do it the right way, 666, you got Mem, Samek, Va. But you flip it because you read right to left, so it's Messiah. There's a real 666, not this bullcrap right here. It's the Mem, the water, the middle pillar, and the connection. And you can use Mem final on either end in the connection over there. So then you flip it. Now you understand the duality, the masculine and feminine. You know what I'm saying? And then you flip it. Now you're looking, you're complete, and you flip it. Now you're looking at your complete higher self, and you made your complete lower self. You see what I'm saying? Your higher and lower self. Now you're complete. Now you're looking at God being complete, looking at you. It all connects, right? Rise up.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it, man. Because I always associate YHVH to it's the solstice and the equinoxes. Yod He Vod He is summer solstice. The solstices and the equinoxes. Yep. It's Yahweh and it's Jehovah. It's left turning, it's right turning. It's the chiral, which is the spiral of the swath cross, right? But it all depends on what angle that light moves at, depending on what type of energy it is.
Yeah. And then also, I mean, I'm glad you said that because it's also this tarot card right here. It's actually in the front of my book. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Watch this. Yod He Vav He. Torah. Taro. Tarot. Torah.
Which is the rotor.
Rotor. The turning. See what I'm saying? The wheel. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. God has 4 faces, one of a man, one of an eagle, One of a lion, one of a bull. There you go. See what I'm saying? And the blue is on top. The gold is on the right side. The red is on the left, but it's really the right side of the people of the hand. Just like you see the sword right there for the justice and the scales. You see what I'm saying? So it's about the balance and choices and everything, man. Yeah,
So you see the Sphinx at the top has the sword in his shoulder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in all alchemy, every sword, every staff, no matter rifle, it's always at the same angle, 23.4 degrees, because that's the separation from the ecliptic north from Polaris, 23.4 degrees. So that's this beast system is the ecliptic, the sun, because anything based off the Cat's Eye Nebula, which is the ecliptic North Pole, that's a 23.4 degree tilt. Well, based on a 90 degree angle, the remainder is 66.6. So this is where they get 666 is the beast, because this is physical creation. Because when that light, which is 234, through that 90 degree angle, the remainder is 666. This is why 234 backwards is 432. It's the inversion of light and sound. Let there be light.
Yep. Through sound. When you speak, let there be light. Let there be light through sound. Sound and or light and then sound. And then they're inverse of each other. And then 223.4 in the distance, and it remains 6. What did you say? It was 66.6?
Yeah.
Between Polaris and the North Pole, you take that and subtract it from what?
So you have your zenith and your flat earth. That makes a 90 degree angle.
Yep.
So the tilt to the North Pole equator, or the ecliptic, north ecliptic, that's called the Cat's Eye Nebula. Okay. That's a 23.4 degree tilt. That's why they say the earth is tilted. It's not. It's the celestial understandings.
Yep.
But when you take that in a 90 degree angle, the remainder is 66.6. So this is where light and darkness, you know, and then it's spiritual and physical.
Yep.
And 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. How many years are in a zodiac? 2,160. How many years did the women flee into the wilderness to prepare for God? 2,160 days. You know what I mean? Like, what's a cube? 2,160 degrees. 216. That's the beast. It's the cube. It's the physical, mathematical makeup of physical creation. It's just light, slowed. It's frozen light. It's it's the word frozen into physical creation.
Yep, it's slowed down light, like how those strobe lights make it look like it's strobing at a frequency that slows it so down that it looks like matter. And the distance between the Cat's Eye Nebula and it being 666, now you have a duality of light and dark. You have the difference, you know, when you do the sign in the Cat's Eye, and it's now 6. Now which way? It's the light or the dark. It's the 666. Now it's the Sephiroth or the Messiah, the Messiah.
In the Bible, it's Jesus in Egypt or Jesus returning back to Israel. The lower mind, the higher mind. So Egypt will always be your lower mind. Why did God call his only son out of Egypt? Because he's calling, hey, you're talking to yourself. We can be better. You can do better. You are holy, right? You're always in your mind talking to yourself.
Yep. Staying low, and calls you out of your lower self to your higher self. You know what I mean? Yeah. Moses raising the brass serpent. That's the Kundalini going up. You know what I mean? Up your spine to create uprightness because you're at an angle.
And 9 in scripture, 9 is consciousness. So anytime where there's a 9 in scripture, it's calling out divine consciousness. So like it's Revelations 12:6. 1, 2, and 6 is 9. This is when we open the 6th seal. Okay. Well, Revelation 6:12. This is when the women go into the wilderness for 1,260 days. So like there's a reason of these repetitious numbers is because you start in Genesis, the physical, but you must end in revelations of Ra, the mental, right? So you start in the lower mind of Genesis, you read through the book, and you don't get it by revelations. They jam it home to you, so you get it, right? And if you don't get it by then you better start back from the beginning.
Yep. Back to start. Another lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime until you get it right.
Dude, don't call me out on that honk. I feel so embarrassed. I'm in school parking lot. And I just honked at a line full of people in front of me.
Oh, I thought that was somebody. I thought that was somebody honking outside my house.
I got to play it off like I didn't do it.
Cal, I'm not in the mood to entertain your whatever you got going on, dude. Like, I've already given my one. You know what I'm saying? And a Gentile means anybody that doesn't have Christ consciousness. So thanks for stopping in, buddy. And Amalek and Edomite. I will tell you this: you should have seen that symbol when you came up in here, and you would know what I am.
The Gentiles were given 42 months to tread forth. 42 times 30 is 1,260. Boom. I mean, we can keep going. You keep naming them in the Bible, and they'll be related. There'll be a relationship to your lower mind and your higher mind.
I find sure people try to talk about spiritual things and not understand that they've been in many different bodies. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, they have no idea. They're like so entrenched in, oh, I'm an Israelite. I'm an Israelite. Are you sure you're an Israelite? Because you're actually swine. You're actually a pagan. You're actually unclean until you earn the right to be an Israelite, a light of Isis. You're actually unclean. So
I agree. I think that, yeah, like just like Jules, the Jew word, right? There is no such people or place. You know, this is an embodiment of light. To be a Jew is one who sits at the right hand of the Father. It is not one to determine your race, ethnicity, or religion, but we've turned it into such.
yeah, because like I said, hold on, let me sits at the right hand of the Father, right there. Boom. There's the father. There's the mother. There's the child, right there. That's the understanding. You see what I'm saying? Boom. That's the right hand. See? Like, he was understanding. That's what I'm saying about this right here. The Redeemer. This is the Christ station, the hangman. Israel, light. Yep. Boop. Israelite. Israel.
And so, remember we started off, America's the promised land, right? And so when they finally figured out America was the promised land, what'd they do? They created this fictitious state called Israel. And what's the play on the words? It isn't real. Israel isn't real. It's what they're trying to tell you. It's not real. It's right there, plain as day, if you read it right. It's not real. It's a corporation. It's a corporated state to hide this story, their fictitious history.
Mm-hmm. So there is no royalty bloodline. No, there is. There is a royalty bloodline. And it's you get anointed to lead, but there is you know, you got to earn it. You know what I'm saying? You got to earn it. And you know, and it, like I said, John comes down to baptize people, to give them wisdom, and said, those who receive the wisdom that John gives you the power to become a son of God, a child, a Ben Elohim, which is Mercury, which is consciousness, which is to be conscious.
Man, y'all just up here cooking. Hey, look, right? I ain't gonna be in here too long. I just wanted to hop in to say this. Look. One thing I never understand about the people that come in screaming about this person can't read this and this person can't do that and this person can't do that is how they think that they're on a spiritual journey and how they think that they understand that they connect to everything, but don't realize that they have been everything. You're just in this human body right now. I can prove to it right now with everybody that's in this chat right now. I can prove to you this. And it's not a theory. Look, if I say, hey, look, bird, right? Each person is going to think of a bird. It's not going to be the same exact bird. It's going to be the bird that you've been. And every single person, no matter what thing that you say, whatever comes out of your mind, whether if I go cat right now and you think of a cat, you're going to think of that specific cat. And it's always going to be that specific cat. Why? Because you've been every single one of the things that is in existence. You've been a tree before. You've been a roach. You've been a bird. You've been the sun. You've been the moon. You've been everything. And people don't seem to grasp this concept. And it really kills me when they come in screaming and yelling at people about spirituality. That's all I got to say. I'm just going to hop out on that note.
Yeah, and then once you gain the ba and the ka, then you get to be you forever. You get to keep this version. Nobody else can be you, but you now. You've earned that. You earned your right to keep your consciousness and your soul and that's your gift. That's your eternal life. No, that Nazir, the truth it is in the Bible. You just have to know how to read the Bible correctly to get it off. Oh, okay. And then plus, like when you say the copper colored people, and we come from the all, with the water. The water is the wisdom is all. We come from the waters of wisdom, and the redeemer of the water is the blood of the covenant. That's why they do the Passover. They put the blood on the door so that you know what I'm saying. It's the lamb. It's the sacrifice of the lamb, the blood of the lamb to do that, to make sure that he sacrificed. It's something. It's got something.
So
to do with
can I add to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the blood of the lamb, so that's that internal essence, but it's also the astrological essence of Aries. Mm-hmm. So every year, the northern hemisphere, the sun goes as far south, and then we wait for it to come back to spring. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't go to spring until the sun goes into what's called right ascension, which is RA, which is where they get the word Ra. So when right ascension is when it goes into the spring equinox, right, which is spring. So when the solar energy goes to the right ascension in the sky, the spirit of the sun comes back into the world, spring. Mm-hmm. When the spirit of the sun goes to the right side of our brain, the spirit of God enters within our life. Mm-hmm. So it's the same as in the physical as it is in the spiritual. It's all about the blood of the lamb. This is why when to sacrifice his son Isaac, and then there was a ram stuck in the bush. Mm-hmm. Right? What is that? That is your mind. That's your emotions, your mental thought. You're stuck in that bush. What was stuck there? A ram. What is the ram? It's Aries. It rules the head, the mind. Yeah. It's all one big connection to the mental manifested world.
Yep. And it's like I said, it's the covenant is so that the door, death won't enter through the door, which it won't kill the consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Because of the covenant that the lamb makes, the blood of the lamb makes with God. It's like, we'll get it right this time. It's like, who's going to step up and take the responsibility and the blame if something goes wrong?
Yeah, because Jesus takes away the sin of the world, right? As the lamb, as the lamb, he takes away the sin of the world. Yep. So that sin is darkness, it's coldness, it's everything that is in the opposition to the light and warmth, right? This is why in Latin, winter is inferno. And it's awful a lot like inferno, but yet that's the Latin word for winter, right? It's because it's all about the mental understanding of the word. And and its polarity.
Homunculi, you mean? Homunculus? You mean homunculi? Yeah, like yeah. Sign, zodiac, parts, body. Yeah. Like I got that too. Who is the synagogue of Satan? It's the people who chose the path of mercy. It's the adversary. It's the people who chose the path of mercy. So all your celebrities, all the easy life people and all that, they wanted the mercy and the knowledge and and try to get the wisdom and stuff like that. That's the adversary. So all your celebrities, all the sellouts, that wanted.
All the fake U's, if you will,
Yep,
the
yep, yep,
fake,
yep.
the
Them, yep,
the Sephardic.
yep. Askies, yep. The Huskies,
Yeah, yeah. You should see the new Eskenazi Hospital in Indianapolis,
Yeah,
man. The
I
thing
did.
is a
It's
grand
great.
temple,
That's what I'm saying. It's huge.
isn't it? Though.
Yeah. I was like, they rebuilt this daggone thing, man. It was already big. Now it's
You know how much they tore down to build? Like, I was just telling my girl about it. Like, it is insane how big that place is. Sorry.
in which who most people don't know how deep religion goes. Religion was made is made to separate. Thank you for explaining. No problem. Damn. Hold on. Lam is Israel. Lam, you mean ram? The ram? The lamb? Hold on, not
What's cool about Lam is that when you do the Vedic system, the root chakra is Lam. So you take Lam from the bottom and raise it to the top, which is Vram, which becomes Aum and then Om.
Yep. So it's yeah. This y'all go ahead and chill out on all the the arguing. It's all good, man. Like like I said, breaking these chains is not easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Remember Jacob and Satan, let me go. Satan say to Jacob. Now
We can move on.
we can move on. All right. So all right. So I don't know how many people was in here, and I don't know how many people was in here when I broke down the 666 myth, or you know what I'm saying, and showed everybody the gematria writing style and how they split everything. So I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna do it again because I feel like it's kind of important. I'm just gonna gloss over it and show y'all what it is, right? So oh, actually I got this book, so I need we're gonna do it like, where is my list? All right, see that? All right, so it says, let he with understanding. Understanding is a code word. It means Saturn, and it means understanding. It means Saturn. It means you have know thyself, you know the secrets of the gods in the universe. That's Saturn. The universe is Saturn, right? So wisdom comes from time, which is Father Time, Saturn, the universe, right? So with that being said, calculate the number of the beast. Now I'm gonna show y'all how the Bible is written. This is the word beast, and in order for us to get the original meaning, we got to get to the original source. Got to get to the root of it. So etymology. So this is the word beast that we know. This is Middle English, how they used to spell beast, with two e's and an e at the end, but it has no arrow. It has no root coming, so it was inserted. That's the Genesis 3:15 split. Now this is best. It means good. Now we go up here. First the English did it. Now the French tried to add it into it. You see what I'm saying? But we still come up here. It's the alternative form of Bates. All right. Now it's bestia. Now the Latin. Now Spain tried to get into it and turn it into an animal. But still over here, it means best. Now we go up here. All right. Superlative degree of wella, which is best. Now this is superlative degree of godas, which means good. Good and best. Best and good. You see what I'm saying? Now this says beast master. That means overcoming the reptilian nature of ourself, the beastly-like nature within ourself. All right. Now this means good, which is the root of what? Better and what? God. Now, bataz, betterment, and God. Be a better God. You know what I'm saying? Better God. We say that. All right. So now we come here. Now this says good and good, root of God and betterment, and then we go up again. Now this says to join, to unite, to suit, which means to mate, to put together. All right. to improve and to make better. All right. Now, to join, unite, improve, make better, which is the masculine and feminine energy. Okay. So now we see that the number of the beast, aka the number of God, the number to unite and join together in suit to make better, to make upright, to be a leader, to be a what's the root word of America? Just and stand up is 666, right? So now when you take when you understand that, you'll look at these you'll automatically go, oh, 666, right? But each number in gematria, the gematria Hebrew writing style, every letter has a number and every it correlates. So this is 666, right? They gave us three numbers, 666. So that's three numbers. But there are four letters here. So there's actually four numbers that they should have gave us in the Bible. Okay? To differentiate whether it's the spirit of the Son or if it's the other word, which I'm going to show you right now. Okay? And I'll show you the path and all of that. Because this is the split. This is the separation that they do. This is their writing style that they did. This is the knowledge that they took from us. All right? What page is that? 90? All right. So 72, I think it is. Yep. Before that, 70.
Which book is that, bro?
Which one? What I'm putting through right now?
Yes, sir.
This is my Hermetic Order, the Golden Dawn.
Oh, we back on track. We back on track now.
Yeah. All right. So now, since I saw that there's four letters, it means it should have been four numbers. So now they gave us three numbers in the Bible, but it's got this equals 666 as well. But this has four letters, so it has four numbers. So now it's some. I'm gonna write it down. So it's Samek, which is like this, and then you got the Vav, you got the Ruach, and you got the Tau. All right. So now I'm looking to match this up on this chart right here. So Samek is 60. Right here, 60. All right. So there's a 60. And then we write from right to left. Then this is a Vav. Vav is the connection. It's the number 6. All right. Right there. So there's the number 6. And then the Ruach is 200 right there. Or the Resh, I'm sorry. The Resh is 200. Right. So then we put 200. And then the Tau cross is 400. So the correct thing that they should have gave us in the Bible to figure it out was in the number of, if this is the hold on, somebody. All right. So the real number, if they wanted to give you the truth, would be if what they want you to believe what beast was with the words, they should have gave you this number is 400 and 200 and 6 and 60. That's what it should have been, because when you add this up, it's 666. This is Samek, so Sa. This is a Va, Sava. That's a Resh. And this is a Ta. Savareta, or Savareta. There's a T or a TH. So TH, and then Sa, or Se, Samek or Semic, right? Va, or like a soft, I'm sorry. See the V right here? And there's a V right here. So you can say a V or a B, and you can make a BV sound like how they do in Spanish. They can interchange it and blend the letters together. So we're going to put like a F sound. So it's a F like an F. So B and V. You know what I'm saying? In Spanish, you could, like the way people talk, you could put a B or a V interchangeably. So Seth, and then so Re, Se, Ther, Ath, Sephiroth. Okay, Sephiroth is talking about the tree being the number of the beast, which is the reincarnation cycle that we're trying to figure out, the Sephiroth tree, right? Now we know that the number of the best, the number of, so we know that this right here, this version of 666, and this name does not calculate the number of the beast, the number of God. So now we go 660 and 6. Okay, 600 is Mem. So we go Mem. And then 60. 60 is Samek. And then 6 is Va, right? But we have to do it, we have to flip the numbers, okay? So we have to flip it like that. So it's really 600. If they wanted to give it to you straight, they should have said the number is 6 and 60 and 600, right? So now it turns into the Mem, the Samek, and the Va, right? So this is Mem or Me, Sa or Se, Sim or Sam, and this is Va or we'll say Iya, right? Messiah, Messiah. Okay, Messiah. So that, you know, Mashiach and all that, that's Messiah. They're trying to say Messiah. That's, you know what I'm saying? Messiah. In English, it's Messiah. In Hebrew, is Messiah. All right? So now we got to pull up the Sephiroth tree, which is on
IOD from right, in the IOD from left to right, it looks like God.
Yeah, dude. Look, it's a mirror. It's a flip.
Jason from Oregon. I just wanted to add too, if you guys strong concordance, the 422 Earth Day, it actually says Allah, Kabbalah, Mashiach Prince. And then if you strong concordance 224, that's the heart and the jewel on the garment of the Messiah. So it's actual math.
Yeah, it's a math word puzzle combo. Like
yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. So
amazing stuff, man.
Thank you. So now check this out. So now we're going to trace this, right? So we're going to figure out the pathway of what's going on and why this is a Sephiroth. And this is the number of the spirit, which is the sun demon, if you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, the spirit of the sun, right? And then why this is the Messiah route, all right? So we're going to trace it and track it back, right? So now you got this right here. You know what I'm saying? You come in through here, right? And then your consciousness, you automatically go here. There's your resh. It means the sun, huh?
I was asking, was it flipped?
Huh?
It's not flipped, is it? The Sephiroth, it's not flipped. Okay.
Nah, because see, we're looking at it. See, they say pillar of severity. This is the pillar. This is the pillar of water. This is the pillar of spirit. See, we ain't gonna get confused on what they talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
This is the path of darkness, blackness, wisdom, the water. This is spirit. This is the air. This is the water. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, excuse me. So now we
the
all.
God is, I'm sorry. The God, she wanted to know, she wanted to see the book again.
What, my books? This one.
Yeah.
The Golden. It's actually the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I didn't want you to lose your train of thought.
I know you good. And then this other book that got the all this stuff right here, the Bible references and all that stuff, is called 3 Books of Occult Philosophy by Henry Cornelius Agrippa. All right. So now we're gonna trace it, right? And it also goes with the tarot cards too. The Tree of Life. Yeah, this is the Kemetic Tree of Life. They called it the Sephiroth, the 10 spheres, the Kabbalah, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, but I'm gonna show you, like, you know, they put the cheat codes in this, so I'm using the cheat codes. I got the Kemetic Tree of Life book too, but like, all right, so check it out. So you go from here. Now this is your mind. This is your side. This is the foundation, right? So if you leave your body, you here. You go to the sun. 30. It means the resh. It means go to the sun. So you go. You take this to your consciousness. Your consciousness tell you to go to the sun. Now this is like a courtyard. All right. It's connected to everything but the earth. So it's like a courtyard, right? It's the voices of the gods, right? It's the powers of all the gods put together, like what's it? Captain Planet. Yeah. Right? And so then we go to we go right here. That's the concentrated power of God plus the Vav, right? Which equals this window here, right? So this yod plus this resh forms this letter. Like this is 10, this is actually 6. That's 16. 1 and 6 is 7. But when you form the I'm gonna get to that, Jason. And so, but when you put these letters together, they form the Hey, which is the abbreviated name of God in the feminine, right? So when you come up here and you meet the emperor, this is the emperor right here. You meet the man at the door. The man always comes to the door. Somebody not, or the man always answers, right? He say, "Be gone, I never knew you." He throws you out like Jazzy Jeff, back down throughout the courtyard, out of heaven, right? And then there is your Semek right here, back down through here, bam, right? Now you got to start all over again. Now you rebirth. That's the death and rebirth process. Notice how you just came on this side, right? This is the side of spirit. Everybody got spirit. You went you went to the light. He kicked you out. He don't even know you like that. You know what I'm saying? So bam, right? Now check this out. He coming for the post job. All right, so now we got the Messiah route, the Mashiach and all, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff that they, you know what I'm saying? The Messiah route. Now that's Mem. This is water. That's Semet. That's the Vav, right? Now, one thing they don't tell you is this whole side forms this letter right here, and this letter makes Mem final. When you put these two letters together, it creates Mem final, right? So you already got that whole side covered, all right? Now, you go from here. It tells you to go, you go through there to the moon. Now you come up to here. Like it's different when you come straight up through the middle pillar, right? And so now it's like, hey, what you want? You know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff. And then this is the Zane pulling the sword out the stone, right? Now it's like you don't count this. It's like a teleportation thing. You can go around this. You go hit here, right? You get the Kundalini, and then boom, right here, and then you get lit coming back in with this fire, this shin, back through your pineal gland, your consciousness right here. Bam, right? So that is the Mem on this side, right? And then the Semek. Oh, I'm sorry. You get it, you pull it out, and you come back through here. That's the Semek, right? And then the Vav, which is the hook, which is the blessing of God, which is the emperor, right? And so with this being the Mem final and that being Mem, Mayim, you can interchange these two right here. You can interchange the letters. So instead of it being Mem final on the right, you can actually use the Mem with the open right here, instead of using the Mem final still right here, and then you can use the Mem final over here. Or you could flip this. Mem final, Semek, and then you can use the Mem open, right? So now you see water, the reflection, right? And then that is 666. You already did this. You not going to the light. You going to the dark. You trying to pull the sword out the stone to get, you already went over here. You know what I'm saying? This is these two Mem final. So you got that covered. You go from here to here to here, right? Because you don't have to do the Samic when you get the towel. The moon can escort you up here. That's the high priestess. That's the Da'af. That's the door. That's the knowledge, right? You go, bam. What are you doing? Grab the sword out the stone. You get shot back down. Now, you got the Mem, because this is connected to everything. There's your Mem on that side. Now you done pull the sword out the stone. You didn't unleash the power of the universe, because now the sword is pulled out. Now everything can flow back down into your spirit, that middle part, that Aleph, that's the heart, and then back down again. You see, now you got both of these covered, because you can't swim up these waters. Horus ain't gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? Horus ain't playing. He don't care what you doing and how you doing it. You ain't getting up here. Path 23 is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So now we got Excalibur, Knights of the Round Table. Now you King Arthur. Now I'm gonna show you something else. Where's my tarot book at? I put it back. Look. I want the one with the pictures in it. Oh, it's underneath this book. All right. Now, Dorothy Door, toe to toe, vagal nerve, sword and stone, Kundalini. Yeah, but you get awarded the Kundalini from Horus. Horus gives it to Mars, gives it to you. Like the universe gives it to you, but Horus, I got him because it comes from Mars. All right. Now, where is my chariot? All right. Now he was talking about how the chest glows right there. I need something to point with. All right. See? Now his chest is glowing. You pull the Excalibur. Now the universe can connect to the heart, to the sun in your chest, because you got the sword now, or you got the wand now. You know what I'm saying? Now you hold the power. That's why your chest beaming. You got the star on your head. You see what I'm saying? Huh? So you talking about me, or you just nah, you probably talking in the chat. There go your two pillars. There is your dreidel. The dreidel, the reason why the dreidel is here is because it has to stay spinning, or otherwise it's going to be off balance. So it has to keep this perpetual, you got to keep going, movement, keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's what helps you fly. Like these dudes could sit and it'll be perfectly balanced. They have to move in unison for it not to tip over one side or another. And that's your shield. You know what I'm saying? Both of them. You know what I'm saying? There go your wings. You can fly and all that. And then, where's my hangman card? 12. Now, instead of being crucified on the cross, you voluntarily you hung yourself upside down. Not on your neck, not around your neck. Now your light can shine. Your higher self, your blue self, can shine with the light on top. And then you trying to hang the red part of yourself, the lower nature. You have hung the lower part of your nature to bring everything into this nature in the head. And now the head is where the feet should be. Now the feet is Malkuth. Now the sun is on earth. Now you the word made flesh right here, all right? You know what I'm saying? You elevating yourself. And now, what was the third part I was about to show? Oh yeah. High priest. See that white in her chest? See that? That's the heart chakra. That's the heart. Why he beaming? That's the heart. He got the stars. She got the ocean around her. That's the Torah. See the Torah? It means law. And then you got the right, it's on her right side. So that's how we know this is the right hand path. This is the right side of her. She sits on the right. That's the right. That's the left. All right. And now, see the heart? See the heart? That's where the heart should be. And then now you see Torah, you got right here. T-O-R-A, Torah. T-A-R-O-T, Tarot. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. 4 faces of man. One of a man, one of an eagle, one of a lion, one of a bull. There's your red, the hangman. There's the red. You got the blue on top with the sword and the headdress of rulership and judging and balance. You got the blue right there. And then you got the golden glow right here. The golden serpent, the golden dragon, which is around your head, your halo. AKA the Kundalini, AKA the Urias, AKA taught by God. You know what I'm saying? A free-flowing spirit. You have separated, you no longer trapped in the wheel of death and rebirth. Now you understand how, you know what I'm saying? You get it now. You see that? It's all symbolism. So That is the code. How they do it. You've been studying my post clearly. You're welcome, but still, bro, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. All right. Ain't nobody studying shit. I don't even, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Don't explain yourself because he
You know what I mean?
always doing
I
that.
didn't have to do it. Fuck him. All right. So now check it out. So
Hey,
now,
I'm sorry. I blocked him.
yeah,
You know, if
yeah.
you want to unblock
I
him,
ain't gonna block him, man. He keep on doing it. You know what I mean? I gave him how many months since the summer to chill out, bro. Like straight like that. I'm like, clearly I'm living.
Did you see what I put in the comments?
Nah, I ain't see it. Hold on. 3210123, the complete 360 of zero. Yep. Yeah, it's the 360. Now you've unlocked the magnetism and you brought the lower and higher in your chest. That's the left.
Yeah, because you see how I got the lower. That's why I put -321 and then.
And I'm gonna show you like this. Hold on. Where we at? Right there. You got the -3, which is the -3 to 0, which is root, sacral, solar, heart. 1, 2, 3. You got 3, 2, 1, 0, heart. Bring in. That's the two triangles forming the masculine and feminine form right there. Now this Aleph right here, right? So, excuse me. This yod is called a yod. It's called the hand of God. It's called the concentrated power of God, the divine essence, right? So you're down here beneath this reflection, this horizontal slant. This is a reflection. This is you, concentrated power of God. There's the reflection in the water, and there is God looking at you through the reflection. You are a mirror image, symmetrical, made in the image of God. You are the word made flesh. Right there, and it's beaming in your heart. This flame right here, this Chris Magister, this thrice, you have lit the left pillar, the right pillar, and the middle pillar. Those are the 3 yods on top of like a candlestick. And you've lit the flames with the hand of God from each one, and you managed to do the balance right there. Boom, pow. You know what I'm saying? So that also, that flame, that shin right there, is also 72. I memorized the page because I knew there it is 68. The shin is also right here. Oh, from the earth to the Mercury to the pineal gland. Now you've got the Kundalini. Now you got a pass. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now you can go from Lower Egypt to Upper Egypt. All right. You got the fast pass, right? That's the shin. Same thing I said. Now what I'm gonna show you, from here to here. Damn, what was the last part? Go from here to here. You go up. The pineal gland open. So here 3. The Kundalini. I fucking forgot the last part. Let me see if I can figure it out. Nope. I lost it. But that's what it is. All right. Yeah, Miriam, the Virgin Mary. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, wisdom, knowledge. Yeah, that's the 1, 2, 3 punch. Oh, I think I was supposed to show a picture at the end of this. Oh yeah. So when I said he put himself by his feet and not his throat, how they used to get the rope, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna be careful.
Hey, when you get a chance, check out this picture I have. It proves that this occult knowledge goes back to pre-Columbian ancient America.
Oh yeah, it's the knowledge of the universe. It's ancient.
Yep. But
Yeah.
it's what's unique about this is they don't use the globus crucium. They show it as the flat Earth with the dome.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it
Well, on
is.
that, I read Canada was actually named after the Canaanite religion. What do you guys think about that?
I have no idea. But check this out. So when the eyes become single, the whole mind filled with light. You see the one horn, Monoceros, that's a constellation on the right side of Orion, which is Osiris, which is the central one. And he's battling Taurus, the bull, the bad side of the bull, the stubbornness, the Minotaur, right? But on the other side is Monoceros, aka and Monoceros is actually a French word. It means menagerie. Christ was born in what? A menagerie. It's on the right side of the pillar, the same way the road of the Messiah is on. And you saw that he had 322, I think it is. It's 330. Yeah, here it is. See how it has the crown around his throat, and he can't speak. See how it's chained up, chain the speech. You see how they ain't got no chains to be chained down, but the menagerie, all right, is that kind? No, this is Monoceros. Pegasus ain't got no horn. Pegasus got wings, they ain't got no horn. So this is Monoceros. Menagerie, menagerie, right?
The unicorn pierces the right hand of Orion. So the right hand that's lifted up towards the Milky Way, that's exactly where the horn pierces through.
Yeah, and
is that the little horn they talk about then in Daniel 8?
I got.
I mean, it's lots of things. Yeah.
My scripture guy.
Okay, that was just impressive find.
You see this right here? Right hand.
Yeah,
raised up to the heavens. You said the horn pierced the hand of Orion through the heavens, right there. Bam, bow. The magician card. All right. Now that you see that, I want you to see. Now I want you to see this card, the chariot card. It's kind of probably a little small, but if you look and see, it says weapon. It says speech. Speech. What is it? What is it called? Prince over the child of the power of presence, Lord of the triumph of light. You see that?
Would that be Auriga?
Auriga? No.
Yeah, would that be Taurus's higher constellation, Auriga? AURIGA? The charioteer?
The charioteer is a representation of Osiris sitting in that chair. That's Osiris risen. If you look over on it says Egyptian. Oh, hold on. I got another picture that got the left side of it. All right. So now on the left side, it says Egyptian. It says Asar, which is Osiris. So that's Osiris risen Osiris, the voice of God, the word made flesh, the charioteer, right? That's the voice. Now we go take path 23, the hangman. The hangman is symbolic of who? Horus. Wait, isn't it Horus? Nah, this is Horus. That's Horus. And this is Tahuti. This is Tahuti. See that? That's why they don't want Osiris talking, the voice of Osiris talking, the word made flesh. This is the consciousness. The hangman, thrice majestus, Hermes Trismegistus, or thrice majestus, the triple mage, the triple fire, the shin that I showed you, the concentrated power of God over each of the pillars, left, right, and middle. See that? The real magician, the real consciousness. You see what I'm saying?
Is the Chris Mullion? That's what the gold fleece is from Jason. So Homer, if he used Christos, which means 888, or the ram, the Aries, the gold fleece, the spine, wouldn't it be? It's the same story.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. They just remixed it all. They take it and remix the stories.
That's what I said earlier.
How can others not see it?
But you got to be careful with the Greek versions because the stuff is flipped. All right? The stuff is flipped. How they made Orion, Hunter, and da-da-da-da. They call him a hunter and all this other stuff. Now,
good stuff, man.
Yeah, thank you. Now, the Greeks flip everything, right? So, and I'm going to show you in this Star Names book. Okay? Where's Boots bitch ass at? Boots. Boots. I haven't read Boots in a little bit. I think it's over on this page. Is it? Boots, which appeared in the Odyssey, Homer's Odyssey. Degenerate forms of the word have been booties or buttress, been derived from some way from bovine, ox, to drive, as so the wagoner or driver of the wain, right? But where is it at? All right. Others, perhaps more correctly, thought the word butis or bantus or whatever, clamorous, transcribed as bulletis, from the shouts of the driver to his oxen, right? The ox driver, or the hunter in pursuit of the bear. All right. So here's the real hunter, boots to the bear. They made Orion the hunter, and Artemis got rid of all that other goofy stuff. But hold on, where is it at? In translations on the syntaxis, this idea of a shouter was shown by Voicerator, the loud weeper, and even perhaps by Canis Letrans, the barking dog. Not the infrequent title herdsman from the French Bouvier. Oh, here it is. Other names were whatever, right? The bear watcher and bear guard. So how did it go from the ox driver? I mean, it's now the ox driver, but it used to be the bear watcher, the bear guard. Boots was supposed to watch Mama Bear when she went to sleep for the winter, but now all of a sudden he the ox driver. Who's driving back the ox? If he's driving back the ox, then what's Orion doing? Ain't he fighting the ox? It sounds to me like Orion's fighting the Minotaur. Boots was supposed to watch Mama Bear back, but Boots is actually driving the ox, the men. Boots. Those are the watchers, the bear watchers, the Gregory, the watchers. That's my opinion. That's my theory. See what I'm saying? So the Greeks be changing this stuff. So be careful with the Greek mythology, because Zeus is a little funny. You know what I'm saying? He knocked anything down, just like Diddy man.
That's all they did.
Huh?
That's what Greek mythology is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the sciences and the doctrine and turning it into mythology.
Yep. And they start flipping stories, like the story of Hermes and Apollo with the cattle, with the oxen, right? Hermes, the trickster, the blind god Samael, you know what I'm saying? Because Hermes, the messenger, and da-da-da-da. Nah, that's Samael. They just called him Mercury because one can see and one can't. He had the ox walk backwards. So when Apollo, the sun, came and looked and followed the trail, all of them should have been in the enclosure. Why do the footsteps go to the enclosure? Yeah, low key Hermes. Yeah, exactly. The footsteps say they should be here, but they ain't here. They backwards. Made them walk backwards, thinking they're going forward. How we think we're evolving, we're devolving. You see what I'm saying? That's the trick. See how they play little tricks? They said Asclepius was the divine healer and all that, but he only got one snake. He only got the spirit snake. The Caduceus got two snakes. That's the double dragon. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no video game called Asclepius. No, it's double dragon for a reason. It's two dragons. It's two black and white. It's the Caduceus. And I'm going to show it. Watch this. This is how you know that the Greeks.
Hey, while you're saying that, can I mention I grew up Catholic and then always looked at all their stuff. And that's why I understand now, being 50, and same understanding you have, is the pine cone hats, the pineal gland. Daniel is all a anagram for Nile River, part the waters. And once I understand and read all of that, it makes so much sense of why the Pope and the Catholics do what they do, and they have no idea. It's like the Greeks. They lost the information because of time.
Nah, they got the information. They just
Well, okay, yes. I wanted to be nice, but
yeah, they stole it. They got it in the Vatican. in the basement.
Yes.
All right, so check this out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does this look like Asclepius, the symbol for Asclepius, the one snake on the cross? You know what I'm saying? The serpent that Moses nailed to the cross, that it might be seen before all the people and they might recover from the plague they had endured, is a symbol of the healing power of the mercurial elixir, the crucified Christ. Pseudo Eleazar calls this snake the powerful king of nature. Nature, we know nature's black, right? So to destroy the feminine energy, to recover from the plague they had endured. All right, to crucify Christ. Moses crucified Christ. All right, calls this snake the powerful king of nature, who heals the whole world. A salt bomb. But before it can become effective, the prematerial poisonous body must be dismembered and the volatile spirit fixed with a nail. So to fix the volatile spirit and then dismember the poisonous body. All right. So when you look at that, you see it's on the head. It's one snake. And it's defeated, right? You could we would say defeated, right? If you look at the constellation Hercules, Hercules actually has his foot on the head of Draco. That's the Kundalini energy. He has nailed it to the cross, which is the feminine energy, right? But Hercules looks into the eyes of the hidden zodiac. So they're mirror images of each other. Like I showed you that Aleph, but now it's white and black. Ophiuchus, the seats of the gods, Ophiuchus, the serpent bearers, okay, the people with the Urias. If you look at the constellation Ophiuchus, he's staring into the eyes of Hercules, and he is called the serpent bearer, and he is the real healer, because everything is made of spirit. Hercules is a white spirit, stepping on Draco, which is the black spirit. Ophiuchus, the person, is a white spirit, and now he has the black spirit. He's holding it. He's the snake charmer. He is the serpent bearer. You see that? Yeah, heal, Leah. You know what I'm saying? See, these are the riddles. Okay, that's what I wanted to show everybody. So etymology, that book, and you know what I'm saying?
You're the only guy I found that understands all this. That I can explain it, because people think I'm crazy when I talk like this. The anagrams, the poetry in it, and it's like you're the only guy on this freaking platform that just gets it. So I commend you for that, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been studying. This is all I do is study. You know what I'm saying? I don't even rest for too long. I don't even sleep a lot, to tell you the truth.
Just for instance, like Ezekiel's will, 360. That's a will. That's 9. 2 wills, 720. That's 1,044. That's Revelations. That's 1,044. 40 years Moses around the mountain of AI. 360 times 40, 144,000. 99999. It's like you get the math, and it's the other people they don't get it. So well done.
360 times
Yes,
4
wheels.
turns of the wheel.
Chakra.
It's the whole
pineal
Yuga.
gland.
We're talking about the Yuga cycle. 360, the wheel, 4 turns.
Bam. The ark car anagram to go travel. But and then the boat. Last thing I want to say and then the cross, the T is also the sails, the worms. That's the picture, because they didn't know what a cross was or a T. So that's why Jesus say, when you're sailing and you're fishing, look up. That's how the Son of Man will be lifted up, in the sails. There, Golgotha. Very good. Third eye. Well done.
Thank you. So what's the next step for collective consciousness? Shit, get the word out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Divine Love. Get our people out of religion. They're gonna keep getting reincarnated and not learn their lessons and keep getting brainwashed. That's why I say that's why we waking up and we trying to get everybody to wake up and see what's going on, but we got to come with our information. You see what I'm saying? And
hey, Jesus is in the streets, not in the seats of the church, my man. You're well said. Love it.
Mm-hmm. It's because that's their God. Baal Hadad, Sabaoth, Sephiroth, Samael. That's the blind God. That's the ego. Can't see past their own self-righteousness and all that. They think they higher than holy then. Bible thumpers always want to try to tell you how to live, but they get money to these crooked pastors and listen to these crazy dudes out here.
10%. Don't they know that 10% is actually the Melchizedek order of basically Christ oil? Give 10% secret secretion. The church tended to take 10% money. When Jesus, you just bartered back then. There was just trading. That's it. People didn't have money or coin unless you were really rich.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But in parts of the world, they didn't have coin until imperialism came. And also,
oh my gosh, yes.
And then check this out. And then you go to church and you give your money. They call it a collection. What? Plate. What color?
Collection plate, yeah.
What color is that plate?
Pandora's box.
No. What
The
color is the
coin.
plate? It's a yellow
Gold.
plate. It's gold. You're
The
putting
God of
money
El.
into
God
the
of Elohim.
they prostituting the church and ripping folks off, and they walk in thinking, all right, all of that other stuff. All they're doing is getting used for energy, lifting up. I'll elevate myself over all the stars of heaven. You're a star bound to a body.
Yeah, my testimony is I grew up in a small town. Yes, I grew up in a small town, 20 people. My great-great-grandparents built the Catholic Church. And then to live in that church and find out it's all lies and what your family built for is crushing, dude. And when I hear somebody like you, hear what I have experienced, I've had a Kundalini awakening, and it just connects 100%. Like, you're the reader. I was just a cowboy that was messing around in my gym and had a Kundalini experience. And I'm like, I can't put this into words. I just get downloaded with stuff. And you're the man, dude. Well done.
Thank you. Churches are buildings to brainwash people to tell them how to use magic and pray. They don't tell them how to use nothing. They walk up in there to get brainwashed, and they get used for magic and pray. And it's PREY because they food. They walk up in there like real tasty morsels. Like,
dude, I want to give you a testimony because I grew up Catholic, and yeah, that's it. My wife is a Mennonite, says I'm not going to be Catholic, so I'm just a non-denominational